What's going on, Eagles Nation? This is your boy, AK Eagles, and this is another episode of the Eagles Uncensored podcast. I appreciate everyone for coming in tonight and tuning in with me. And, I'm going to reveal my 200 sub um, gift that I'm going to give out to one lucky winner tonight. So, I brought up this live tonight so, I can try and get closer here to 200 and, you know, get this blanket out fast, just like I got those jerseys out. So definitely thank you all for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. What's going on, BLSG? Yes, I am going to let everyone come in tonight and talk for sure. 100%. I love doing that with all you guys. But when we do it, just remember, don't overtalk each other. Take it one at a time. We can be civil. We're all adults, you know. My partner in crime, the Nest Out West. What's going on, Mr. 1K? Big Play Slay in the building. No, I'm not watching it, man. I'm getting there. I'm getting to slowly get back into basketball. Okay, I'm slowly getting there. Like I said, I'm gonna start, covering the Chicago Bulls here soon. So that's what's gonna happen on my channel as well. I'm about to start busting out my Michael Jordan jerseys again. I have them. They're packed away, but they're about to start resurfacing and being put up back here. All right, so I'm going to drop this in the chat. Y'all can definitely come in if you want. You don't have to, but you can. Yo, if they get Alonzo, or if they get Lonzo Ball, that'd be awesome, man. So, yeah, definitely 3 people in here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, here in a little bit, I'm going to reveal the blanket that I have. It is vintage, you know. I had it since I've had this blanket probably since 1994. So it's a vintage Eagles blanket. It's pretty dope. I already showed Foothills. He drooled over it, so it's pretty cool. Yo, what's up, Jordy? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, I dropped the link. I'm pretty sure. So you guys can come in if you want. Talk it up. More than welcome. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a crappy night to do this, but it is what it is, man. You know, fortunately, I'm not that big into basketball, so it doesn't matter to me as much. But it is what it is. So, anybody have any thoughts on day 2 that you want to discuss? For training camp. I can tell you right now, I got a couple dark horses that I. No, you're good, buddy. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Stream away, Jordy. That is what you do. No, but Hurts had a second day, and it was, better, I guess, than his first one, which I'm not too worried about because, like I said, it's the first week. It's about getting your rhythm down, just getting the playbook, repetition, just getting connected with your wide receivers, building a chemistry with them. This first week, I'm just taking it for what it is. It's kind of a learning process for everyone. So, it's pretty dope, I think. Everyone looks good. Yo, Vic3, welcome to the stream, my guy. Appreciate you. The link is in the stream if you feel like coming on and talking a little bit. Uh, yeah, man. You know, Devontae Smith burning Steven Nelson. That's awesome. You know, I know a lot of people they want to sit there and you know worry about that because he's burning him as a rookie. Hey, I mean, I get the concern there, but one, it's day two. It is what it is, and two, I expect that from Smith. I mean, I would not be concerned one bit. You know, if he's doing that on a veteran corner, then you know maybe he's just that good. That's the way I look at it. What's up, Coach Dante? How you doing, my guy? Bird Gang 31, Primetime Stephen Joyce. How you guys doing? Appreciate you all for stopping in. I did drop the link up top here, so feel free to come on in and talk if you want. Don't be shy. I know you guys aren't. I am doing good, man. Just got done playing ball, came home, and yeah, no, you're right, Slay. You can't take that out of context. Smith is going to burn a lot of people. You know, like I said, I don't find any concern in it. Yeah, I get it. He burned Steven Nelson, and we're high on him. But dude, I mean, is that not what we drafted this guy to do? So that's the way I look at it. You know.
What up, my
What's
guy?
good, my guy? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Just got out that live.
Yeah, no, good shit, man. I saw
I'm gonna
that.
check out that
I was in there a
podcast.
little bit. Yeah, no,
Hey,
hey, let me ask you, dude. Do you find Devontae Smith burning Steven Nelson concerning to you, or do you look at it in, hey, that's what we drafted him to do?
the latter. Yeah, that's what we drafted him to do. And like I was even talking to Connor from Sports Illustrated. He was like, "Man, Devontae's been doing that to everybody at practice. You know, he's looked every bit the part." And I think definitely, we all know Devontae can do it. Everybody worried about his size, but I told you his separation is too great. Like
Yeah,
there's not gonna be too many cornerbacks that's gonna be able to cover him this year. He is elite for a reason. He's not the Heisman Trophy
yeah,
winner for no reason. So I look for him to have a big year this year, man. I think it's
yeah.
no
No,
more.
I do too.
It's just like kind of like last year, everybody was down on Slay for getting messed up over by Devontae Adams. Like he scored 18 touchdowns on. He scored on everybody. So it's like when you're an elite receiver, you're gonna score. The rules are set up where you're gonna score a lot of touchdowns and get it open a lot of times versus all these top. Jalen Ramsey's get burned. And he's like one of the best in the league. So it's like no
Yeah,
big deal. Like not every team got a Devontae Smith on their team. So
yeah. No, and listen, man, this is the way I look at it too. You know, going against Slay and Nelson, dude, they're only going to make this kid even more dominant.
mm-hmm.
I mean, you got two of the best in the business. You know, they're vets. They've been doing it a while. They know all the ins and outs. They know all the secrets. And if him going 1-on-one against them every day, hey,
It's gonna be
I'm
good.
all for that.
And then
I'm
plus
all for
got
it.
Sirianni pulling him to the side every time he does mess up to, let
Yep.
him know what he messed up at. Sirianni, that's gonna be a big plus for all of our receivers. And Sirianni's a receiver coach and he's gonna definitely be on the ass, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be,
Yeah.
hey, you fucking up, this is how you're supposed to do it. Now let's get it done. And that's just hard
Right.
coaching. A lot of these guys get paid, they get all soft, meaning, they can't handle the hard coaching. You're in the NFL, you get paid to play football, and these guys are paid to teach it. So, do your job.
Yeah. And dude, if you think for 1 minute Slay's going to take it easy on this kid, you're wrong. Slay's going to eat him. He's going to eat him up.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know.
even Alabama,
And,
who was that guy with the Alabama Sertain? He told Sertain straight up in practice, only me and you. That's it. I don't want no one else
yep.
out here cover me except for you. So every time we're out
Yep.
here, me and you every day, because he wants to be the best on them at all times. That's that
Yep.
leadership, man. You want to be great.
Well, listen, that's kind of why I admire both him and Jalen. You know, because they're leaders and they're inspirational, but they're very quiet. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like they do it without words. They do it without, being vocal. They don't have to be. They let their play do the talking. They let their you know, just their maturity shine, and that's exactly what they bring that most people kind of overlook a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. This is down
So,
to earth. You know what I'm saying? They realize they're here for a reason, and they're gonna make sure that reason's felt. They ain't gonna let the outside noise mess with their game. Only weak people let that happen. And come out here grinding. What up, BLSG?
what's good,
What's
my
up,
guy?
man? Salute, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask you the same question. Does Devontae Smith burning Steven Nelson concern you?
Well, in my opinion, you already know one thing about Devontae Smith, and that's the fact that Devontae Smith is a great route runner. It's just that Steve Nelson has got to get used to being in Philadelphia because he's only been here for at least 2 or 3 days now, and he has to kind of get used to Jonathan Gannon's coaching, and he has to get used to the whole coaching staff and how he's supposed to be running different coverages and all that. And you already know Devontae Smith's going to burn a lot of corners because depending on which corner he's facing, he is a great route runner because he did that at Alabama. So expect Devontae
Yeah.
Smith to do that to some of these tougher cornerbacks and to some of these easy ones.
Well, and that's why I'm asking this question because I kind of saw a little bit today. People were like, "Wow, like that kind of sucks." Like we brought the Nelson in to stop people, and he's letting Devontae Smith run all over him, and it's like, yeah, but you can't complain either because that's exactly why we fucking drafted this kid to do exactly what he's doing. So I mean,
Drafted this
you
kid to
can't have your
run the routes better for Jalen Hurts.
yeah. I mean, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? Like
JJ was doing it to him, then to be concerned.
right? Yeah, like I don't see an issue with it. If Smith is doing that to Steven Nelson, who's been playing for 7 years in the league, hey, that's making me smile.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, what do you want this kid to do? Go out and fail? I don't.
Did you hear that?
Heck no. I want Devontae Smith to succeed. And when Devontae Smith's doing this to some tough corners, he's really helping us out. And when Jalen Hurts is going to throw him the ball in the NFL, when Devontae Smith has run those big routes on those big corners, man, will he look like a very good receiver and could be our 1,000-yard receiver this season.
Yeah, well,
the other way around too, and Smith was getting shut down, they would be like, "Oh, well, Nelson's not even a top flight number one, and look at him locking down Devontae."
exactly, right? They twisted however they wanted.
Yeah, and that'd be a lot worse if that did happen that way, for sure.
Yeah.
Because if he can't get off Nelson, then he's gonna have some problems this year.
Right.
He's gonna have some problems.
I mean, do you think the media would have taken it better if it was Slay?
Yeah.
I mean, is that just what this is? Is it just because it's Nelson? We're all like, wow, like what's going on? What? Okay, so now he has to go and just burn Slay a couple times tomorrow, and then what are you gonna say? So,
Slay lost a step is the next.
Right, yeah. Like, is that what you're gonna say? Like, oh, what? Is Slay not a number one corner anymore? It's like, no, that's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Like the hate is like, no, that's what we drafted this kid to do, and he's doing it. So just be happy about it. What are we seriously bitching about? It makes no sense. How about you, Jordy? How are you feeling?
Honestly, I look at it from a perspective of it's good and bad, but not only that, it's still early in camp. We still don't know necessarily where every player fits in, where schemes are going to be, because right now it's all over the place. We've seen guys line up for practice in a 3-4, 4-3 on the defense. We've seen a lot of different looks, a lot of different things. There was even some 2 running back sets, which I'm very excited to hear about them running. But
yeah,
right now I don't think it's necessarily a great there's necessarily much to it, but there also can be a lot to it. It all depends on how you look at it.
Well, I look at it in this sense too. You know what? If he would have got drafted to the Giants, you know what? By this time already, these motherfuckers would be declaring him OBJ 2.0.
Mhm.
Like, you get what I'm saying here? Like, it's because he's an Eagle that it's like, oh, he's burning these guys. Oh, so they must be bad. It's like, yeah, but on another team, he'd be declared a fucking god.
Mhm.
You know what I
that's-
mean? Like,
That's
Exactly.
everyone likes to go out and take a hit at our roster because it's easy. You can do it because we're the
Is it
team
though?
that gets beat on by
is it
everybody.
though?
Because we get a
Is
reaction.
it easy?
It's easy to get a reaction out of Eagle fans.
Yeah, but it's not easy to tear apart our roster. I mean, we still have some very solid vets on this team, and we
He's-
still have some really good young talent on this team too. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. There is parts you can look and point at and be like, unproven, but it doesn't mean it's not talent.
Right.
I mean, to be in the NFL, you have to be talented.
But it's easy
Right?
for them to just pick a storyline and run with it, even if it's completely false.
Mhm. Like yeah, even
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I don't look at everybody. I think is looking at our team from last year, and I think that's why you're getting so low expectations for the team. You know, I don't even look at last year in terms of my expectations. You got to just erase that.
Right.
That's a fluke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go, what did we go the year before? What, 9-7? So we went 9-7. That was a down year the year before. So I look at
Yeah.
you got to go from there and then go up higher because we have better. We got solid offensive line, solid defensive line, tops in the league. You know what I'm saying? And that they're the key to the whole jog there. You know, with your solid offense, solid defensive line, you can win some games just with that alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's gotten better from 2019. You know, now this year we're a lot better at both of those positions. Plus, the secondary is better, receiving core is better. I think our quarterback is better. You know, dual threat is better than one threat from Carson. Carson could run from time to time, but he's not a Jalen Hurts back there. So
No.
it's like I take that 9-7 and start adding wins to that in terms of this year. I don't even look at everybody's too bad. Like, oh, we won 4 games, you know, so I think we can win 8, and that's progress. If we only, I'm on your town. If we only fucking win 8 games, goddamn it, that's not no fucking upgrade. We're fucking smoking shit. Like we won 9 the year before that. That's fucking retarded. If you think that 8 wins is gonna be a
That's
fucking
right,
good season.
boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you
Make
guys
yourself
talking
feel
about?
at home, boy.
Yo,
Make
I
yourself
know.
feel at home.
Like what the fuck are you talking
I'm
about?
telling
How
you,
they
man. Like,
fucking-
no lie. No lie, okay? Like, for instance, everybody thought that fucking the Giants were going to be trash last year, right? Everybody gave them no fucking chance in hell. They had a brand new head coach and everything. And now everyone looks at them this year and says, you're going to have a top 10 defense. You went from literally being nothing at all to, okay, now my expectation is top 10 defense. How can that not be ours? You know, you bring in a new head coach, you have a system, people believe in it, they start out playing their potential, just like the Giants did last year, and then next year you turn around and you're looking at a top 10 defense.
And overall,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
got a better secondary overall.
exactly. That's
I
my
like
point
We
Torrey,
got
about
a
this whole
way
thing.
better
Bradbury,
secondary.
But we got some
Yes.
awesome safeties back there.
Come
too.
on now.
You know, there's 4 DBs, not just 2. You know what I'm saying? There's 4. in
That's
the
what and that's exactly my point right there.
Yeah.
But yet, whenever we
Exactly.
say 12, but when we say 12-5, we're fucking crazy.
Mm-mm.
Did you not see the strength of our schedule? Now that we have everything the way it is right now, dude, if we lose to the Jets, I'm going to fucking cut my fingers off. Like, there's no reason for that, you know? If we lose to the Lions, I don't know. I might cut my arm off. There's no fucking reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're
Especially-
automatic. They should be, on paper, they should be automatic wins. You know, when you put the Lions and Jets
Exactly.
against our roster, that should be automatic dubs. So if we lose those, I'll be fucking pissed. My channel will become famous after those losses. I promise you that.
It should be,
But-
man.
Dude,
Must-
that is facts, bro. Especially when we're facing quarterbacks in Jared Goff and Zach Wilson starting. If we lose to
Right.
any of those 2 quarterbacks, right there.
and
Yeah,
fucking-
and now with the
taking-
defense that we have going against Ryan Fitzpatrick and Daniel Jones, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Dak Prescott
Winston.
and Dak
Like, what the
Prescott.
Wag Dak. You know?
Well, yeah, like I don't understand how you can't look at that schedule. And when I sit here and say 12-5, 13-4, and you look at me and say, "Wow, you're way too optimistic," it's like
I get
either
it,
you
bro.
don't watch football or you are not a true fucking Eagle fan. Because anyone can see that this team truly, yeah, we are underrated, and we are not underrated, but we're under. How can I put this?
Underachieving or underestimated.
No, like people don't think that we have the talent that we truly have. You know, they look at us and they underlook the talent that we truly have around this
Hey,
team.
listen,
You
how
know,
did everybody say that 9-7 season was sorry? Because I was one of them, and then turn around and say that they're not going to win. They can only see them winning like, you know,
Oh look, it's
8
Mr.
to 9
Daniel
wins.
Jones
How the
boy
fuck you
here.
get that math? Like you already said 9-7 was garbage, but 8 is good season. We should be happy, proud of the fucking our team. No,
We play in the weakest division in football, though.
ridiculous.
Keep that in mind.
That's ridiculous.
They won the division last year with 7 wins. They won it with 7-9. Played at home against Tampa, and then lost to the Buccaneers. Which would have
you
been obvious
definitely
anyways,
great.
because they're playing against the GOAT and Tom Brady.
And we know how to beat Brady too. Like we got Brady card there.
I'm telling you, bro, we're winning that fucking game.
If you
I'm
hit
telling
Brady,
you, it's gonna fucking happen. They're coming off a 4-day span. It's a quick fucking game. They only get 4 days. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna fucking happen.
Real.
They're gonna
I
come to
hate it.
Philly and get their asses kicked. I'm telling you.
Oh,
Watch.
yeah.
I called it. I'm telling
We
you.
are not. We're not beating Tampa. There's with such an experienced
telling you,
offense,
dude,
you're not
I'm
matching
telling
up
you.
against that defense.
What
Tom
are
Brady
you
doesn't
talking
do good on
about?
short weeks.
Their defense.
I'm telling you, Jordy,
can
it's
tell me-
gonna happen. I'm
How they
telling
gonna
you.
get the Hurts? How they gonna stop Hurts? You looking at it the wrong
They
way.
have Devin White. What are you talking
What
about?
the fuck? How's Devin White gonna stop Hurts?
Because he's
Devin
one of
White-
Miles Sanders. You gotta worry about
Okay,
James.
Virgin.
You gotta worry about
That
Devontae.
Virgin,
Give
I don't
him a
know
week.
who
You gotta worry about
Devin White,
Goddard.
bro.
How's
Oh
he gonna
god.
stop Hurts?
Y'all don't know who Devin White is, bro.
I do
Devin
know.
I
White,
know exactly who Devin White
I don't
is,
know
my
who
guy.
that is, man. That dude's
I know
Devin-
exactly who
Devin-
Devin White is.
Devin
That's
White
fine.
is a
It's the
killer.
best offense in the
Devin
league.
White is a
Yeah,
killer.
stop everybody.
I
What
can
the fuck
tell
are
you
you
that
talking
much.
about? We've done it before. We've done it before.
Bro, you have to remember something, Slay. Any given Sunday. Remember that
Well,
quote.
of course
right
I
there.
know that. You don't think I know that, but that's that. If we're going into this game, we're most likely going to be the odds-on favorite to losing this game, and I
Well, no shit.
think that.
Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's
Dude,
going to say that, but
I want us to beat Tom Brady. I really want us to beat
But
Tom.
we know how to beat
I
Tom.
want to
It's
beat
about
him in
this.
Philly
Okay.
so he can get his you know what.
Though,
look.
are the Bucks? Are they not returning pretty much the whole Super Bowl team?
exactly.
right?
Pretty
Who-
much they are.
Who almost beat them last year in our division?
The Giants.
Yes. So
The
if the
Giants-
Giants almost beat them with Shitty Jones,
Yeah.
then yes, we have a chance to beat
And they
Tampa
keep-
Bay on a short week. On a short week, Tom
Yeah.
Brady, as much pistachio ice cream as he eats, it doesn't matter. Father time awaits no man. You know, he
Just-
Not
doesn't-
just that.
Okay.
Besides, this kid needs
So
to
comparing
retire.
Hey,
both-
but
Yeah.
but honestly, not just that. Tom Brady also plays bad on short weeks.
comparing
Statistically,
offense-
it proves that.
comparing offenses and defenses right now on paper is better. Easily Tampa. Who's better at coaching? Tampa. I can go on. Tampa's
But that's
has
Bruce
the odds.
Arians.
We don't know what Sirianni can do. We don't. We have zero clue.
Yeah, we faced them week 6. They're gonna catch on pretty quick, Bird Game. They're gonna catch on pretty quick to what Sirianni's doing. If it was week 3, okay, it's
Like I was talking about
it's different.
at the
But
practice,
it's week
he said
6.
They are switching up formations on defense, meaning we're going from 3-4 to 4-3. We're going from 12 personnel to 21 personnel. Like you're not going to catch on if you're only basing off the player you're going against.
Well,
You set your game plan up that way, so there's no catching on. I don't see it going to be like one of them seasons where it's like, oh, you knew what the hell Dougie P was coming at you with every week. You knew what Jim Schwartz and his sticks defense was coming at you every week. And I even think with their coach and our talent on our team, we probably could even give them a chance, a run for their
Plus,
money.
the NFC East is Brady's weak point.
Yeah.
Like, are you? He's never beat the NFC East ever. Like
The Cowboys?
come on, huh?
The Cowboys? He's never.
I don't count them as NFC East.
Washington? Yeah. All right. Okay. And
They haven't. Hey, they haven't beat us. Let's put it that way.
yeah. There's a difference.
They haven't beat us when Tom Brady was a Buccaneer,
There's-
but he
Actually,
beat
let
us
me
when he
rephrase
was
that.
a
He
Patriot.
did beat us with McNabb. I
Right.
forgot.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Yeah.
He beat us once. My bad. He got us one time.
Yeah, there's a difference between if this was week 2, week 1, or like week 3. Well, sure, I'm giving it to the Eagles. Short week. The Bucks, they're gonna it's gonna be hard for them to catch on. It's week 6. They're gonna catch on pretty quick to what they're doing. They'll look at the film. They'll look at what we're doing on offense. So they'll see what Hurts is gonna do and do that on the field. Stop the weak points. And then generate some
team do you think
things from the offense. What's
What team would you say reminds you of the Bucks, so they can be able to look at that kind of game take and see what kind of strategy we're going to go against them? You got to be able to be a similar situation. You got to have similar talent in order so you can see the game plan based up against you.
Well,
Plus, like, you have to realize something too. If I sit here and think that we can beat Tampa, if Bird Gang and Philly Foothills thinks we can beat Tampa, it's okay for us to think that way. You don't have to sit here and try and convince us to think that we're going to lose. I'm never going to think that way. I always go into every game that we're going to win it. But I'm telling you, statistically and everything like that.
Something like we're going to walk all over them and blow them the fuck out. It's going to be a great game. But I mean,
Yeah.
don't win that much.
there's okay. So who was their defensive coordinator? Todd Bowles, right?
I don't fucking care who it is.
Yeah, Eagles
I
Uncensored.
don't fucking care who it is.
What
Any
is
coach is beatable at any point, at any moment, at any time, in any game. I don't give a fuck who the coach is.
uncensored?
Jim Schwartz.
Guys,
Bowles is not the best.
who is their defensive coordinator? Todd Bowles, right? And
Okay.
what is Todd Bowles' favorite thing to do? Blitz. And what are the Eagles best?
Okay.
Stopping the blitz. Exactly why they can win this.
We have the number 2 and number 3 fucking tight or halfbacks that are good at blocking. They're ranked 2 and 3 in halfback blocking, pass blocking. What the fuck are you talking about? We have good blockers during the pass block. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, here's the
Bad.
look at their linebackers. Uncensored. Have you seen their linebackers? Devin White.
Uncensored
I don't fucking
is mine.
care. If you can block, you can block. Size does not matter. Speed does not matter.
Uncensored speaks his mind.
What the
Yeah, I
fuck
mean-
are you talking about?
Like you said, the linebackers. I don't get it. Like the linebackers ain't gonna get no sacks. Really?
You don't think for 1 minute that Johnson and Howard could not fucking stop him if he
Well,
went to blitz? Are you fucking
Of course,
serious?
I think they can block. But at certain moments, the Bucks are gonna get their blitz and sacks.
Yeah, and there's moments we're going to. What's your point?
Yeah. Well, the Bucks' defense is gonna stop the Eagles' offense here and there.
Yeah, we had
I'm
had
not
the
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's
we had
gonna
the
help
third best
win the game.
defensive line
The
in the
Bucks
league.
defense is one of the best defenses in
Yeah.
the NFL. You gotta understand that.
I'm gonna,
Bro, you're making uncensored
If our
go
line
absolutely
is better
nuts,
than their
bro.
lines on
It
both
just
sides,
doesn't make sense.
How does that
Well,
give them the upper hand?
I'm going on Amazon right now. I'm getting big play slay at Chris Sims Tampa Bay Bucks jersey.
No. They're-
Foothills.
No,
Foothills.
Philly Foothills.
Foothills.
Well,
Foothills,
here's
not,
the thing.
not
The
only
Bucks-
that, but get him a
the
Daniel
Bucks-
Jones jersey, please.
Yeah, the Bucks and the Chiefs are the
Give him
only
a
two-
Daniel Jones jersey. Let's go.
Bro, and honestly, Slay, I'm going to tell you this because I love you. You're like a little brother to me, and I
No,
always love having you on, man.
Yeah.
I always love having you on, but I'm telling you, the one thing I don't like, and I can't wrap my head around is, dude, you defend way too many teams over your own way too much for me. That's my only downfall to it.
Uncensored,
And,
uncensored. The Bucks
I
is-
understand. Listen, no, listen. I know everything you're gonna say. I already know statistically.
Bucks is
Being real, I get it. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with fucking thinking high in the fucking clouds, my guy. There's nothing wrong with it. And you know what? I would rather sit here and have a way over expected season and say
Thank
we're going to go 12-5 or 13-4 and sit here and be the one that's right. So whenever it does happen, I can look at you and be like, well, where the fuck have you been the whole time, my guy?
Of course, uncensored, I want all of that to happen. But if I'm being realistic, I don't know if all that can happen. Of course.
Dude, you walk a fine line between realistic and negative, my friend.
What's up?
You heard me.
Uncensored is literally saving this show right now. Uncensored is literally saving this show right now from
He's
Big
saying
Play
you're
Play.
You're walking that tightrope
play.
of you're walking that tightrope of being overly negative.
No, yeah, I said you're walking a tight. Listen,
Okay, even
you're-
Jordy
there's-
said the Bucks are going to win this game. You can't blame me for saying that. Even Jordy said it.
listen. All he said is the Bucks are winning the game. Stop.
He ain't said
Hey,
nothing.
but at least I backed up my take. Like,
What take? What fucking take?
The
You said,
Bucks
okay, they
are
have
gonna win this
blitzers. Yeah,
game.
well, we have blockers. What fucking take? They have blitzers. We have blockers. We have
Yeah.
blitzers. They have blockers.
Yeah,
It's
uncensored-
fucking football.
uncensored, they overmatch us at almost every single
Where?
position on the field, bro.
What they overmatch?
Oh my God.
Linebacker, that's it. And receiver and linebacker. You might
Dude,
get
this just
overmatched
makes
there.
zero sense,
But
bro.
what
This
about the
just makes
offensive
zero
line? Do they have
sense what
better
I'm hearing
offensive line?
from
I don't
him.
think so.
They overmatch us at almost every
What about
single
defensive
position.
line? They
Bro,
have better
do you
defensive line,
realize
they
we have
better
two
offensive line.
linebackers on our team last year or this year who accounted for 200 fucking tackles last year plus?
Have you seen
Two
the Bucks
linebackers. Two fucking linebackers.
Get the
Okay,
linebacker
two
to win
of
the
them.
game, goddamn.
Uncensored, I don't
Do
know.
do you realize if they come back out and they repeat their same fucking season as last year, you're gonna have 250 fucking tackles between two fucking players? Do you realize that?
But have you seen the Bucks linebackers? They can do that.
I don't
double
fucking
Like the Bucks,
care.
let them
I
double
don't
that shit.
care.
The Bucks can double that.
People beat the Bucks
The
last year.
Bucks
What?
can double that.
Are you fucking shitting me? Are you telling me the Bucks can go 450
No.
fucking tackles?
Okay, that
You
one I
said
just made.
double.
Okay,
That's double.
uncensored. Uncensored.
BBS.
That one I kind of just made up. But I'll give you that one. But
I'm
Oh,
done.
my.
I'm done.
I
I'm
have
done.
to-
I'm done.
I
Oh
have to-
man.
yeah, the Bucks linebackers is just better. That's basically all I'm trying to say.
I have to ask Slay a question.
Slay.
Win the game.
Slay,
You can
you're
beat
literally
have
gonna
better
make
linebackers than
Uncensored
not
leave
win
his
the game.
screen.
I
You're
feel like
literally
you
gonna
guys are
make him
being
leave.
biased more than anything. I don't know.
Bias. We're just being real. We
Wait, how
got a
does-
better offensive line. We
I
got
mean-
a better defensive line. We got better skill position players, except for receiver. I like our running backs better than I like theirs. Fuck Fournette. Fuck Jones.
What are you doing? What are you doing that
Fuck
face
Tom
for,
Brady,
man?
old fucking crusty ass. Fuck him.
What are you doing that face
He got
for?
Yes,
young
we
Jalen
have-
Hurts,
Did he just say we have better skill position players than the Bucks?
except for receivers.
That's what he just said.
Except for receivers.
Except for receivers.
Oh, I thought.
Take a breath, Slay. Take a breath.
Boy.
He's about to have a heart attack.
Boy.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me get this right. Let's take Rob Gronkowski out of the fucking
Even
equation
Rob
here
old ass in
because
there.
of who Rob is.
God is
Okay,
way better than
are
Rob
you
is
sitting
now.
here telling me right now that you would take fucking OJ Howard over fucking Goddard
No.
or?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Well, that's my point. Would you though? The
No.
question is, would you?
No.
All
I'm
right
not.
then.
Goddard over fucking Rob now. Yes.
My
Goddard
gosh,
now over
bro.
Rob now. Yes. All day. Now, Rob Gronkowski have a better career? Of course. He's one of the best. But now,
Yeah, he's one of the best
I
tight
think
ends in the game.
You guys,
Yeah, no, I like hear what JC said, man. And I want you. Sorry, I know I keep cutting you off, Philly. He's got me fucking woo hyped. Anyway, no, but you are right.
Out of context.
You are fucking right, man. They
Hey.
do have better linebackers. They do have the better experience. Okay, I like how he says this here. But we are going to win because we're home and it is on a short week. But here's the thing, man. I don't care about size. I don't care about fucking experience. I don't care about any of that. Do you know the one thing that means more than anything? The desire to fucking do it. The desire to fucking win. These guys aren't coming out here to fucking play football just to get a paycheck. These guys are coming out here because, one, we have a lot of vets that are on contract years that either want to move on or continue playing for us and retire. And then we have guys that want to prove their worth to this team so they have future positions on this team, because those vets that are leaving, these guys are replacing. So they are fighting. Okay. And if you think for 1 minute that you're going to sit here and tell me that Wilson and TJ Edwards and Avery and Taylor and all these guys aren't going to come out here and punch people in their fucking mouths.
No one said that.
But that's my point, though. You can't sit there. That's my. Never mind.
You know, they got a Super Bowl hangover. Like you guys have to figure us out by week 6.
Hold on.
Well, we got a whole.
Hold it.
Let Foothills go. Let Foothills go.
You guys have to you guys have to understand that Slay is drinking the Tom Brady Kool-Aid, because for more than half of his life. No, Slay, hear me out a little bit. He's won the championship for more than half of the time that you've been on this earth. Literally, he's won it so many times, and now he just went to a Tampa Bay team and did it again without Bill Belichick. Yes, he walked into a perfect situation in Tampa Bay, but he still got the job done. He got the job.
Succeeded. He still succeeded with Mike Edwins, Chris.
Stop interrupting, goddammit.
Got it.
You have to understand where Slay is kind of coming from, because it's not a bad thing. It's just that's his GOAT. That's what he's seen in his lifetime. So that's what, he's a lot of his argument has a base behind it. So I can kind of try to put myself in his shoes and try to see where he's coming from. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely he's of that Tom Brady era, definitely.
Yeah.
It's really easy to take the obvious choice. I'll put it in that sense. You're taking the obvious choice. I'm taking the lowest outcome to win this, because you know what, that is what it is. Yeah. And you know what, I understand that you feel that, and I understand their roster is more talented than ours, but talent ain't everything, man. Heart means a lot more than talent. I'm sorry, but it fucking does.
Yeah, uncensored. The rest of the guys. What I'm trying to say is that going into this season, I've seen more from the Bucs. And the Eagles, they're sort of unproven because they've added pieces to the offense and defense. The Bucs kept their entire roster that won them the Super Bowl. What I'm basing it off of is what I've seen on the field and the experience going into the season, which the Bucs overmatch us at almost every single position except for a couple. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? I can't ever argue with you, Slay, because you know what? That's your argument for literally everything.
And I get that too, Slay, but like you said,
that it honestly is.
Have the Eagles
by
week 6, right? You said that. You said the Bucs gonna have them by week 6. Well, we got all of last year to have the Bucs by. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing back all 22 stars. Why do you think they have so many Super Bowl hiccups after you win the Super Bowl? You suck the next year, and because you do have especially return all 22 stars, you're gonna be running the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So we have more film to analyze than they have on us. They're gonna have basically 6 games of a new offense, new defense to analyze, and we got a whole season plus playoffs to analyze their weak spots.
Yeah,
and you don't think for 1 minute that the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers have pressure, dude? This team, other than us, they have no fucking pressure. They're no lie, because in everyone else's eyes but ours, they're not expected to do much. They're really not. Look at all the analysts out there, being negative and doubting them all the time. They're not expecting to do much. So guess what? You can play your best football when everyone's doubting you, because you have no pressure. Everyone expects you to suck, and you start going out there winning football games. It's quite easy because everyone's already doubting you. You're at your lowest point. No one expects you to do good. So when you do good, the only way is fucking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely understand where all you guys are coming from. It's a short week. I understand all that. But I'm just basing it off of what I've seen, and I'm talking about those first 5 games. When we see that, those first 5 games, until I can really tell the Eagles and what they do, I'm gonna give the Bucs this game. Just basing off of what I've seen, and those first 5 games could determine who wins this game because they're gonna have film on each other because yes, the start of the season, no one's gonna have that much film on Philly because it's a new team. But until week 5, the Bucks should have some film against the Eagles. But I get where you guys are coming from. It's a short week. The Eagles are they're not gonna have that much pressure. I get all of that, but I'm just basing off of what I've seen. And those first 5 games could determine if the Bucks actually have film on the Eagles to catch on to some of the things they could do.
And I don't know, Tom Brady could be facing potential punishment for not disclosing the MCL all of last year. That's going to be interesting how the NFL investigates that and how far they go. Because if he's out week 1 against the Cowboys, I'm going to be fucking pissed. I'm going to be absolutely pissed.
Yeah.
When I seen that on the Cowboys schedule, when that first came out, before the full schedules came out, I woke up in the morning with a smile on my face, knowing that Dallas was going to lose week 1. But if Tom Brady's not there, more than likely, even without Dak, the Cowboys could probably beat the Bucks without Tom Brady.
I'm gonna tell you what. If Tom Brady's not playing week 1, I'm making a video because I'm gonna try and figure out whose cock Jerry Jones had to suck to make that happen.
Yes, sir.
I'm
yes,
not
sir,
even
yes,
playing.
sir.
That's gonna be a video. I'm gonna be like, all right. Let's talk about this shit real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy.
Mm. No, is there any takeaways though you guys want to discuss about today's practice?
Sweat with the first team.
Ertz still has
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Boston Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with Ertz's blonde hair for real though?
No, but seriously though, guys, seriously, are you guys ready to say bye to Ertz?
Right?
Apparently he's
Boston
supposed to
Scott
be here
is-
through week 1.
Dude,
Boston
dude,
Scott is
he
the
better,
RB2.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yes.
Ertz better be gone before week
Boston
1.
Scott-
Yeah.
He better
Boston
be gone
Scott is
before week
for
1.
RB2, by the way.
I don't know
yeah.
if Big Play Slay and BLSG got that reference, but that was me saying that he looks like Justin Timberlake from Instinct. Yeah. I don't know if
Oh yeah,
today-
I understood what you were talking about. Yeah, I understood what you're talking about.
I know you guys.
Oh
You
boy.
kidding? Look at Slay's hair. He's in the boy bands.
Shots fired.
Oh boy. Facts, bro. That is facts.
Love you, brother.
He's just waiting. He's just waiting until we trade for OBJ, and then he's gonna dye it blonde.
OBJ has already had his hair blonde before, but
Listen,
the rest of it dark.
we
though.
treat the Eagles Uncensored podcast as Lane said it today, as the O line. We take jabs at each other. We might hurt each other's feelings now and then, but it's all out of love.
It is. Don't be mad, Slay.
Facts.
Yeah,
Don't
and
get mad, Slay.
I'm
Don't get
not
mad. It's all
Slayer.
fun.
You know I'm not bad, but I don't think people.
It's all fun,
I
brother.
don't think saying jokes at me really hurts me because I feel like that's more of a good than a bad because you're taking a jab at them because you know either way it's a joke to them, and they know you, so you know they're gonna know the joke either way.
Big Play. What are you gonna do when he's not on the team anymore? If you're still on YouTube, are you still gonna use that name?
No, I've already said I wasn't.
Okay, I didn't.
What's
know
it going to be?
BPS Sports Show. So it's still gonna be BPS, but Slay's not gonna be here. So
Oh
are
man,
gonna-
you should change it.
Yeah.
You should change it from player to player, man. No lie. Keep the tradition going.
Big Play
Pick your next
Jones.
player and go with it.
Big play Ertz.
BPE.
Yeah, just be like Big,
Big Play Brady.
Smith, Big Play
How about-
Smith, or Big Play Hurt. Or,
BPS. It's still gonna be BPS if I keep.
yeah,
about-
there
No,
you go.
no.
How about the full
It's
Nelson?
gonna be
We're gonna re-sign Steven
BP
Nelson,
Jones.
and he can call it the full Nelson.
I got it. I got it.
like it.
I
That's
got
pretty
it.
good. That's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
got it.
I like that one.
BPJ for BPJJ or say Whiteside because we're gonna keep him for a long time.
Oh hell no.
JJ better leave this city, bro. I'm
No, you
done
might
with
want to. I want to.
Oh.
Slay might want to steer away from
He
the
was the
initial.
weakest link. Goodbye.
And then there's five.
I'm bringing you back, Slay. I'm bringing you back.
You might want to steer away from his initials because people could think it
Oh, Slay, you just got toasted, bro.
could stand for big piece of you know what.
Big.
Yo,
Big play
hey, look at that. Me and JC were on it at the same time. Check that
Yes,
out.
sir,
Yeah.
JC.
Big play
Yeah.
Smith.
No, Big
My
Play
guy
Smith,
going
man.
with-
That's what
What are
you
you
need to go
doing,
with next.
JC? Why don't you jump in here?
Yeah, what are you doing,
Come on,
bro?
JC, let's go.
Or you could be Wild Wallace or Killer Kavan. Kavan Wallace.
Oh, no, I got it. I got it. Yo, be Big Play K for Kayvon
No,
Wallace.
No, absolutely not. That does not even click. That doesn't
Big
click.
Play K? How
Wait.
does that not click?
No, I think Slay clicks better because
Big
Well, of course
Play
it does.
Kayvon Seymour.
Oh man.
Am I wrong? Does Big Play Clay? Oh my God, Big
Hey,
Play K
right.
rhyme or not?
Big Play K rhymes, but I think Slay is better.
Well, no shit. That's because it's your name right now. Of course you're gonna feel that way.
Big Play Jones. Daniel Jones.
Bro, are you telling me you can't stream without a camera, laying on the couch and just talk?
I know, and
Like
we're
you
on our
can't
new-
lay down and talk?
We're on our new group on Facebook, so all you guys with Facebook, go at Bird Gang Nation Live. No, Bird Gang Nation
Yes.
Sports Live. Yeah, we are.
I'm
streaming
actually
live
doing
right
the
now.
first stream on that.
We're gonna be the best
Yeah, I'm doing it right
Eagles
now.
group out there with all the best content creators doing big
Sure.
things all the time.
Grown man.
I knew he could do it. There he is. I figured you could lay down and talk. I
Say
figured you
no,
could do
boy.
that.
Peer pressure, Slay. Slay, say no to peer pressure. For the record, I've been bullied to come in this chat right now. For the record,
That's tough.
The record, boy.
I've been
Yo,
bullied
man.
on Uncensored to come into this chat. Whoever's listening, this is not me on my own. This
Yo,
is involuntary.
Hold on. I'm
Oh,
trying to
so-
get subs right now, and you're fucking that up, bro.
Uncensored. Are you holding this man hostage in your basement? Oh, so we can't see. Camera's not on.
Exactly.
Cameras
Hey,
not
I don't
on.
even have a
Man, your
logo. See, I don't even have a logo.
laundry.
He told me, don't put a logo. You better just talk.
Whoa,
Don't go
whoa!
my
I
house.
never said don't put a logo. I never said that.
I'm being
Hey,
held
I
hostage.
feed him,
Slay.
listen,
Come
I
save me.
feed him
Slay.
3
Come
meals a
save
day,
me.
okay?
No, tell BLSG or Jordy that, and they'll save you. I can't.
Yo, what are you talking about, bro?
I think JC's
Yo,
behind
Listen,
the Eagles flag.
What? Yo, what are you trying to say about
no,
me, bro?
actually, that's my other announcement. I'm actually giving away my Eagles flag at 500 subs.
All right, hey, real quick, man. Hey, let me
Yeah.
defend Slay a little bit. All right, I'm listening to this.
Oh, here we
Yo,
go.
this dude is
Oh,
100%
Hey,
right.
hey,
Wait,
hey,
listen to
hey,
this.
wait, real quick,
Hey,
real quick, JC. I gotta say
Go ahead.
something. You don't have to defend him. It's opinion, and I respect his
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you, but I kind of agree with everything he said. I picked
Yeah.
the Eagles because I watched the NFL for 5-6 years, ever since Thursday Night Football started. And Thursday night games are so unpredictable, and a lot of times the unexpected team, like the Eagles will be, usually win. And it's a short night. The week before that, the Buccaneers play the Dolphins, and the week before that, I think they play another hard team. So they're coming off a back-to-back hard game. So they might say, "Oh man, it's just the Eagles," and then coming on a short week to Philadelphia, to the link, blackout. Yo, that's why I think that they're gonna beat the Buccaneers, because they're gonna be a little bit beat up and overlooking us to their next game. But their linebackers, White and David, monsters. All right.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and don't sleep on JPP, Sue, I mean, yo, they have Pro Bowls on that team at the Yang Yang, okay? So, I mean, their defense is at least top 7. So, I mean, hey, they're going to come hungry, but are they going to be that hungry or are they going to be overlooking us? So, I pick the Eagles to win.
Gonna fall
And
off,
Jalen Hurts coming out party will be beating the Buccaneers.
Yeah, but how much is JPP gonna fall off though, man? You don't know if he's gonna come out and still be JPP of last year.
Oh,
He's so
Oh,
old.
He's like
bro.
34, man.
Yo, with Sue and JPP, it doesn't matter how old they are. The thing is that they could still, like, Todd Bowles got some exotic blitzes now. If y'all seen Todd Bowles at the Jets and Buccaneers this past year, his blitz are so timing. If they don't blitz, they won't be able to get to Jalen Hurts.
wasn't he
But they are
arguing
going to
for
blitz
before?
on every
Got fired?
single direction.
So they're still going to be getting pressure when they're in the nursing home. It don't matter how old they are.
Dude, Todd Bowles will use,
JPP is 5
Yeah,
fingers down and
yeah,
still
Todd Bowles
killing
will
it.
use Devin White and so
I wish I could pin that, Vic. I so fucking would right now.
Hey, did we have Todd Bowles too?
Yeah, we had him way back in the day
Yeah.
with Andy Reid.
Yeah. We had him.
And Chip too.
Yeah,
right?
we had Mike Zerman, the Viking head coach, John Harbaugh, Todd Bowles. Yo, we had all those guys. That's why the Andy Reid tree
I'm
is
just saying,
so
he's
good.
known as being the greatest defensive coordinator or nothing. Like, yeah, he had a good
We
year,
had
but not that great either. People beat him all the fucking time.
But that's when we was dominant, though. Big play Slate. Like in 2000, like I said, we was the last team in the NFC East to win back-to-back division titles. Matter of fact, we won 4 back-to-back division titles from 2001. Let me see, 2001, 2, 3, 4, because we went to a Super Bowl. So we won 4 straight. NFC East. As a matter of fact, the conference. Literally, no NFC East titles. So we was the last team because we had all those offense with defensive mind coaches like the Harbaughs, the Zimmerman, the Bowles, like they all were on there. Even Doug Peterson was a backup to McNabb when he got drafted. Matter of fact, McNabb replaced Doug Peterson. Ha!
Wait, just on topic real quick. Can we just acknowledge how the Lakers just got Russell Westbrook? Can we just talk about that versus
Yeah,
Bro.
they're gonna suck.
Bro,
That's a bad fit. That's a bad fit. That's the worst fit the Lakers could have wished for because Russell Westbrook, LeBron James is going to be mad, heated, because Russell Westbrook will take 5 seconds, go score, and miss a basket, and then they got to run back down. I'm telling you right now, it's a bad fit. It's a bad fit. And they got rid of Kuzma, KCP,
Caldwell Pope.
and Harold, and a first-round pick. They got rid of all those players for Westbrook? Are you crapping me?
Kuzma's a bum. I don't know what to talk about.
Come on now. Okay, well, good luck with your bench.
Caldwell Pope.
Good luck.
JC, we're gonna get shooters for Westbrook, LeBron, and AD. We're gonna get shooters.
Hey, this is
With
an
what
Eagles
money?
stream.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, can we just go off topic?
No.
All right, let's go back.
No.
We'll get
No,
you
we
into
cannot.
basketball here soon, uncensored.
Oh, as soon as I start doing my Chicago streams and I get back up to date in it, I'll let you know. We'll talk then. But right now, I'm not talking about it because I don't know about it, and I'm not going to look stupid doing it.
I'm
So.
not speaking
Michael-
about the Lakers
Michael
in
Jordan's
this
not
room
the
because
goal.
it's supposed to
I'm
be
just
about
playing, I'm
the
just
Eagles,
playing.
not the Lakers.
Michael Jordan's not the go. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
What?
That's your opinion, man.
I'm playing.
All right, hey,
I'm taking
look,
it.
for real though. Hey, all right, 2 serious points. I really think that JJ is going to make the team, and two, these injuries to these older players, I'm a little bit concerned. Yes, they say we pulled them out for maintenance issues, but hammies, man, there's no such thing as maintenance issues because as soon as you feel it tweak, I mean, you out for at least a couple weeks just to heal it up. So I'm a little concerned already. I don't know how the hell you come into training camp. You've been off since January because you were so sorry and you didn't make the playoffs. How the hell all these people coming to training camp hurt? How? Could somebody explain that to me?
They like to party all the time. Party all the time. Party all the time.
I wish I could, man. I
I'm
really
serious
wish I
though.
could.
How the hell you come into camp? Like 11 people. Well, 3 of them was COVID related, and then 2 of them, a McLeod and this other guy was, ACL and Achilles. But the other ones were like lower body injuries. What the hell were you doing? 6 months, 7 months when you was off. I mean, you hardly played last year. Our record was 4-12. Like, what the hell? Man, you had a whole 2 years off. Come on now.
We know how to pick them, man.
Right.
Facts.
Brooks get hurt for extended time this year. This is last year. We gotta let him go.
Who?
If he get hurt for extended time this year, we gotta let his ass go.
Oh yeah, I mean, he literally tore both Achilles, right? Back-to-back years. That's ridiculous. Are you done at this point?
Yeah.
The Kobe Bryant, went downhill after he tore his Achilles. Those are some tough injuries to come back from, especially as a football player, and then you on your knees, getting pushed back all the time, and you really like that sudden movement. Oh, but thank God we got some young, capable backups. So I still feel good going into this year because our backups have a lot of experience. So hopefully we'll start healthy. But if we got to shuffle people in, I still feel confident because of last year's experience. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, 100%. Dude, the way Lane Johnson is talking about Herbig, I want to see this kid play. I really, really want to see Herbig play. If Lane keeps getting injured, man,
30 pounds.
Herbig is going to take over at right guard, and I can't wait to see that.
Okay.
Dude, Herbig lost 30 pounds too, and
Yeah.
he's been one of the best guards in the league since around week 8 of last year.
Yeah. I think Herbig's going to be a bright spot this
And he was
year.
working out with Lane at his house. Did you see that?
That's what I like to hear. I like to hear that. Like I like to hear, you know what I mean? And we already know the left tackle spot is secured because freaking Dillard be making Barnett look like an all-pro, all-star, first team, defensive end. Like he be making every defensive end of our team look great because Dillard just sucks.
Malata's a grown man.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to on the other side of the lines on the defensive line. I'm excited to see Milton Williams because when a guy Fletcher Cox's status comes out and praises him this early, usually it takes a while for guys to earn Cox's respect. So for Fletcher to come out and say that he's going to contribute now, as opposed to later, then I'm very excited to see what Milton Williams could do. They can move him up and down the line. He can play all the positions.
Hey guys, real quick, before we continue, I'm going to show the blanket real quick.
Yeah.
For the drawing. So I'm going to just put myself on real fast so it's just a little bit bigger for everyone to see, but they'll be able to hear you still.
Show off.
Right.
Facts.
Honey, I shrunk the kid.
Let him do it though. Let him do it now.
That'd have been hilarious if it had froze.
Oh, shut up, Vic.
That's
Vic,
a throwback one, huh? Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a throwback
Vic, why
one.
you talking?
Oh, that's flat.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, I like.
Dude,
I love that color and those words, man.
That is what is up, bro.
Vintage right there. That's
I had it since I got it back in like 1994. I got it whenever that's my first thing I ever owned Eagle. I got it I think I was probably like 5 or 6. But yeah, I don't even use it anymore, and it's been packed away forever because the wife hates it because she doesn't like how it's made because of the material back in the day. But dude, that is the warmest blanket ever. And yeah, so that's the 200 giveaway right there. And like I said, that is vintage right there. Like I said, 1994.
Yes, sir, bro. That
What is
blanket
that?
is
The 60s
fire.
logo?
That is.
What's that?
Is that the 60s logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's
the
fire.
older logo that he showed.
That's his tight.
That's
That's the
fire,
championship
bro.
logo.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Nicely around these arms. I'm like, yeah.
It's huge too,
Bro.
man. Like no lie, I'm 6 feet tall and I can completely cover myself in it. So it's big.
Dude, that's a fact, bro. Facts.
That's gonna be awesome prize for somebody.
Yeah. So anyway, you can continue. I just wanted to get that out of the way. You were talking about Milton Williams.
Continue.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just really, really excited to see this kid get out there because I think Coach Rocker is a very, very experienced guy, and to me, it doesn't really matter. NFL, college, it usually translates, especially on the lines, things like that. So unless you're running some really, really advanced types of schemes and packages and things like that, then yeah, it may be there may be a definitely somewhat of a learning curve, but I'm really excited to see what Coach Rocker can do with this line and guys like Josh Sweat, because I'm ready to see him lead this team in sacks this year.
Mm-hmm. What about
Yeah,
Okay, I got a question. I got
I'm
a
ready to see
question
Josh
for you
Sweat
guys.
unleashed this year.
running with the ones. How y'all feel about that?
What?
Very excited to see him with the ones.
Davion with the ones.
Oh yeah. No, I was super stoked to see that.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
good.
like
You
I
got to
told
give
you,
everybody a look.
Yeah, no, like I told you, I expect a lot out of Bradley and Taylor both this year. So, I was really psyched to see that.
I'm more excited to see that the fact that we are practicing the 3-4 because we're good in the 4-3. Now imagine if a team is like just passing the hell out of us, 4 wides or 3 wides or whatever it is, and then we switch up on them. That's a power move right there. Or like I told I asked Joe earlier, I was like, how about one game we come out straight up 3-4? That team don't even know we about to come up 3-4. You know what I mean? And then we just saw how their packages, from previous game study and stuff like that. He was like, okay, I think that our guys will be better in 3-4 against this team. And they're thinking that we coming out in a 4-3, that will throw them off like crazy. So 1 week we won 3-4, 1 week we won 4-3. It depends on the matchup. Just like JG said, there's no scheme. It all depends on matchup. Hey, that's not so far-fetched. If we could practice in both, throughout the preseason and stuff like that. So, and what do y'all think about that?
That's why I call our slogan. That's why I call our slogan the Ninja Defense.
Okay, all right.
The Green Ninjas.
Yes, sir.
Yep, the Green Ninjas, man,
The
because
Green
you'll never know
Ninjas.
what we're gonna run.
The Green
They
Ninjas.
they could switch it in the middle of the game, right after halftime. They might come out in a 4-3, see that ain't working, and go to a 3-4. They might switch it game to game by team that they play, whatever works. I have no idea, but I do believe we will be doing that because even JG said it. He was like, "Listen," he's like, "We're gonna play it by ear. We're gonna play it by team." He's like, "And we're gonna use what works." So hell yeah, I could see us playing both, and if we do that, that's gonna be
Man,
dope.
I love our
linebackers.
linebackers.
Won
If
so
we
much
do-
back in the day. The Patriots do that all the time. They
Yeah,
do
exactly.
different stuff all the time, and that's why they were destroying the league for years because you couldn't really plan for them. That's why I'm telling everybody, like, when you got two situations like that, when your offense is changing all the time, any different given game be 12 personnel, 21 personnel, 11 personnel, whatever they want to do. It's so hard to game plan against teams like that. You know what I'm saying? You have no expectations. The only thing you can do is think of a good game plan for yourself and hope that that you just beat them.
Yeah, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on something that I seen on Twitter earlier, and I think it came from somebody that I'm pretty sure that we all hold in pretty high respect when it comes to being knowledgeable about Eagles football. He does claim to be the best reporting on the Eagles. So I'm talking about my man LB.
Oh man,
He tweeted today. He said Mac Jones is going to be better than both Justin Fields and Zach Wilson. And
I said that too.
okay, so I definitely want to hear from everybody what your guys' take on that, because I found that very, very interesting.
Because he's going to the
Definitely.
Patriots, man, and he's like
I understand. Yeah, I get it.
Brady 2.0. He's
Well, you got to think about it too. Did you see the tape from today from training camp? Jones was with the ones today. He was killing out there today. They're saying that with his photographic memory, this kid's going to be something special. You don't know what you're going to get out of Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? What have you seen from him in college that really makes you think that he can carry an NFL team? He's a big question mark. And same thing goes for everyone else that's pretty much coming out. They're all question marks. Now, you got to think about it this way. What did we do this year? We went to winning programs, specifically Alabama. And that's what the Patriots did. They took their quarterback. And Alabama really isn't known for their quarterbacks. And Mac Jones basically held that team up. Yeah, they have great running backs. They have great receivers. But remember, that quarterback held that team together.
Yeah, also, I think in the system that they're running, because the Patriots system, like even every quarterback, like a Jimmy G was successful. Freaking Brisket, or whatever his name is,
Well, it's
Jacoby.
the offensive coordinator too. The offensive coordinator at Alabama. That's a Bill Belichick.
Offensive coordinator.
They run the same
He
offense.
does a good job. So because I feel like you could, because I think that, oh man, Mac Jones went to the right system with the right coach. He reminded me of Tom Brady back in the day when Tom Brady got the same body style, the same demeanor, like the same, if you look at him, the same throwing motion. Yo, he might start, throughout this year. Watch. But I'm just saying, he's in the perfect system.
Dude,
When it comes to Mac Jones, though, what I'm saying is that he better hope that the New England's line is good and holding up to protect him very well this year, because he cannot move. He is not a mobile quarterback, and if he gets pressure, he's going to get blasted. And I think more so than a mobile quarterback, because he's not going to be able to get out of there. He's just going to if that line's leaking at all, he's gonna pay the pressure.
He's not as slow as you guys think he is. Matt does get around. He's not
They
like
literally gave Mac Jones to Bill Belichick.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
He can actually run outside the pocket, move his feet enough in the pocket. Like he's
but Mac Jones is built like a 35-year-old father of three, man. He got the only dad bod. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Mac Jones, he runs like he's old in retirement.
But he's more athletic than people are giving him.
Mac Jones runs like he's in retirement.
Freaking ice cream pop. Come on.
Yo, I agree with Bird Game, man. Yo, I've seen Alabama games here, and they go against Auburn, LSU. Those boys are fast up front. You know what I mean? And he still managed to a quick release or managed to move enough around the pocket like Tom Brady. And Tom Brady was never mobile. Like nobody said, "Oh my God, we gotta stop Tom Brady from moving out the pocket." They said, "Hey, we gotta stop Tom Brady from throwing so fast and accurate." And that's what Mac Jones is. He is
gotta send
like,
pressure.
He'll go through his reads so fast.
They're deceptively athletic. That's what they are.
Yeah,
deceptively athletic.
And Jones is way more athletic than Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone's
Tom
way
Brady
more
can't
athletic
even
than
run
Brady.
himself.
I'm just saying, even when Brady was drafted,
That combine tape was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
The tube socks and everything.
Mac Jones literally ran a 4.79 40-yard dash at his pro day.
That's not bad.
But yeah,
that
the one
back.
thing, like I said,
It's not bad
Mac
for
Jones
him,
is
though.
extremely smart. Mac Jones is
I
extremely
just looked it
smart.
up, and he
Like he can
ran
take down an
a
offense pretty quick.
4.79 at his pro day.
That's pretty good, actually, for a quarterback.
What weapons does he have in New England?
He got enough.
Tight ends, they got.
Yeah, I mean, he got enough
Pro
though.
Bowl tight ends, and if
Are
Harry
they
decides
keeping
to
N'Keal
get
Harris?
back together, that's a number 1 draft pick receiver.
Yeah,
Okay.
is he staying? What's going on with him?
Who?
N'Keal Harry, is he staying?
Well,
he's
I
not
mean,
even
he's
that-
there
Who
now.
knows? Who
He's
knows
buried on
what's
their depth chart.
But see, the Patriots, Like they
He's been
collected a whole
rumored
bunch of
that he would
rejects.
leave.
That's up. Look, all their free agents were a whole bunch of like, okay,
Jelly.
you were great, you were your number one, a few years ago. Now they're a whole bunch of rejects, and that's what Bill Belichick gets. Like guys that other teams give up on. Like Randy Moss had his best year with Bill Belichick, and he was towards the tail end of his career. Like everybody that go to Patriots really have their best career year because of the system that they're in.
And Nelly just came off a career year going there too.
Who?
That's pretty good last year. Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, he gonna ball out. I think there are a great and then their whole
Aguilar with
defense
Mac
coming back.
Jones under Bill Belichick's coaching.
Really?
Yeah,
he looked good with Derek Carr.
It's true though,
Right?
dude. Don't get me wrong though. Aguilar
You guys, okay.
being
What has
thrown by
Belichick-
Mac Jones under Bill Belichick's coaching.
Belichick has never had this much competition in his division, though, guys. Come on. Miami, Buffalo.
But now he
It's
does.
not a cakewalk.
But
It's not going to be a cakewalk like it always is. This division is going to be very competitive, and
But
that's
you know
going to
why,
be
though,
it's going to be a hard start for Mac Jones because there's some good defenses in the
Yeah, but
AFC.
he's not gonna start though.
But
That's
you know
what
why
I'm
that-
saying.
Yeah,
He's with the
Cam,
number
I
one
think pretty much
better.
got it right now.
But you know why the
That's the
division
number
looks so
one
much
thing.
better? Because the Patriots
I may have a
only played
feeling
half their
Cam
team
Newton may
last.
start week 1. I just
They
have a feeling.
Now,
So it may-
Cam's either getting traded or he's holding the clipboard week 1, I think.
Well, who would want Cam? Who would want Cam? Who would want him right now? Like everybody's locked up with the quarterbacks. They all have their backups. No one's going to trade for a quarterback at the moment, unless you have a horrible injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Broncos aren't too good on quarterbacks. They have Drew Lock, and he wasn't very good in his first few years.
But they got Teddy Bridgewater too. So
Both of those
They
guys
got
made
Teddy Bridgewater.
top 40.
They did
Come
get
on.
Teddy B.
Both of those
But I'll
guys.
say this: they're
I guess-
probably most likely the most interested team that's looking at Deshaun Watson. Everyone's talking about the Eagles. Everyone else. Look at the Panthers and the freaking Broncos. They're going to be the ones that will pull the trigger for Deshaun Watson.
But I
Yeah,
just think
that's
that
true.
division looked a lot more better last year because Belichick
They will
didn't
pull
have
that trigger.
majority
I
of
could
his
see
team,
I could see the football
you
team
know?
being interested in Cam.
That's,
I can see
I'm
that.
telling
Yeah,
you,
it's true
Denver is
because
Denver is
That is true.
desperate.
I hope
Because
they
They
look
do.
at
have the
what
receivers.
That'd be awesome.
Denver
Yeah, I
or
mean-
the Washington football team. I could see them being possibly interested in
Yeah,
Cam.
I
too.
mean, look at what
The Panthers
Washington
are
has on their
desperate. They're trying
quarterback
to
depth chart.
Yeah, they have Sam Darnold. Like, you're desperate for a quarterback in Carolina. You need something. And then again,
And
like I
look
said, Denver's desperate also. They have a
And
talented
look
wide
at what
receiver.
Washington has a quarterback. And look at what Washington has a quarterback. They got Ryan Fitzpatrick as QB1. Ryan Fitzpatrick is old. He's soon going to retire. You already know that. And they need a younger QB. So who do they go ahead and get? They go ahead and get Cam Newton.
Well, no, because they do not have
To be
the
honest, I
draft.
think Washington's not going that route.
Houston need
Nope, I
draft.
don't think they're going that route. They're going to draft.
They need draft picks. So you gotta look at the Giants. The Giants got 2 first-round picks. Remember that. They want first-round picks. They don't care about 1 first-round pick. They want multiple, probably the same year, and then probably 2 more after that. The Eagles got 3, possibly. The Giants got 2. I think those are. I don't know who else got, but y'all need to look at the Giants. The Giants got 2 first-round picks, and they have some trade chips to do the move if they really wanted to. Barkley could get moved, or even Galladay could get moved. I mean, they got the asset to make the trade if they really wanted to. Besides the Eagles.
Yeah, but you got to think about it this year. We're talking about New York Giants, the media capital of the world. Do you honestly think they're going to take a quarterback with 22 lawsuits at the moment? I don't think so. That's going to be the top story on every headline. They're not going to do it.
Agreed.
Facts.
No.
Washington makes sense, but I don't think they'll do it either because I honestly think that they're going to look to the draft to get the quarterback.
But
That's the reason why they got Fitzmagic.
He plays good ball in the Rivera.
Who?
They mainly
Cam.
got Fitzpatrick for veteran talent. That's mainly why they got him. They got
He's
him for
there for
veteran
the-
talent because Fitzpatrick knows the game and he knows it very well, and he wants to be very well experienced, which he already is right now under a good head coach in Ron Rivera. So that's why Washington got a veteran QB like Ryan Fitzmagic. They just got him for veteran talent. Just in my opinion.
Look, he's arguably the best quarter. Well, I wouldn't say the best, but like I kept.
You better not.
No, I'm not gonna say it. But what I keep
quarterback.
suggesting is this. I keep suggesting that the Washington football team start Heineken the first 8 weeks of the season. See what he got, and then you bring in Fitzpatrick because he's a streaky quarterback that probably could make you, push you to a playoff run, especially with that defense. What do y'all think about that? 2 quarterback, you play 8, you play 9, finish us off. Because we see a lot of teams just start slow and they finish, strong, and a lot of teams start strong and finish slow. So, because we know Fitzpatrick is not going to last 16 games. So as a coach, what would you do? Roll the dice or just look at the past 5-6 years of Fitzpatrick history and say, you know what? This guy has not really started 16 games in 5-6 years. What am I thinking? And any thought on that?
It's true, though. It's true.
But are you saying an NFL coach is going to sell a quarterback at halftime like a college coach?
No, not halftime. No.
But throughout the game period. Like that's their actual intent.
The first half of the season.
You said half of the season, Vic.
Do you bring in Fitzmagic and let him try to end off the season? That's a good idea.
So around by week 9 is what JC is saying.
Yeah, basically. So if you 3-5 or 3, whatever it is. And then Fitzpatrick is known to get hot. A streaky hot. When this dude is hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he is like freaking Alaska. He's really cold. But just look at it. The past 5-6 years, he has not finished. Just look it up. He has not finished 16 games. The past 5-6 years, he's always been a journeyman. Like literally, he either start, 4, 5, 6 games, or he finished 4, 5, 6 games. But there's not been 16 games in a long time.
I don't know, man. I honestly believe Fitz should start the whole season. I believe Heineke is just way too overramped, in my opinion. I get it. Yeah, he played head-to-head with Tom Brady. He had a great game, but okay, no one knew who the fuck he was. Not a week before they signed him, no one knew who he was. It's kind of easy to go out there and perform when no one has anything fucking on you. Hell, we've seen that happen before. I just honestly think too many people are making a big deal about this Heineke thing. It's a smarter move to go with Fitzy the whole season than Heineke. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion.
Man, bench
I have
Fitzy
to agree
later.
with Uncensored.
Yeah, I don't see you resting your whole season on a guy who only played one game against Tom Brady instead of Fitzpatrick, who has experience.
Once you get to the middle of the season, he start his cold streak, then put Heine in, and then hope that you guys have enough wins to make it to the playoffs where you can then bring Fitzmagic back for the playoffs.
But the thing is, that theory, like that plan is when you have a new quarterback that you just drafted. You know what I mean? Like he's not anyone that they're looking at to see for the future. So what's the point of having that plan?
Well, the Dolphins did that last year, though. Hey, look at the Dolphins. Look, they did exactly what I'm talking about last year. They started Fitzpatrick. He was good, a 4-2 record. So, and then there was like, oh hell nah, he's playing too good. We gotta see what our young quarterback got. So they brought in Tua, and Tua just started sucking. And then they brought in Fitzpatrick to try to push him to the playoffs finish. So it's not, he's not the future, but you trying to win now. So could you win?
That's what I was saying. You're doing it for a quarterback for the future. That's the same thing Miami did. They did it for a quarterback for their future.
But Heine's still young, though. So he could be the guy in the future. We don't know yet.
But that means that Washington has to see him like that. Washington has to see him as their future. Do you honestly think that they see him that way?
Who?
Washington. They see Heine as their future. Because that's the
You
only
see
reason why you would do
Heineke
that play.
as their future
Yeah, but you-
quarterback.
Dude, we're
That's
being
what you
questioned
call
right
that
now
play.
with Jalen Hurts, who has way more potential than Heineke after 4 fucking games. I don't see how you can even sit here and compare this guy to be a franchise quarterback after 1 fucking game.
Exactly. That's why you stick with Fitzpatrick the whole season. Because if you're
That's
sticking with Fitzpatrick,
that's what I just
he
said.
might
Yeah.
give you a chance to get to the playoffs and make your
Thank
team look
you.
good, or he might also
Thank
make your
you.
team good enough to get the first round pick. Excuse me, to get the first pick of the draft.
Look,
Either
I
way, it's a
agree.
win-win.
Hey, look,
Exactly.
I want them to start Fitzpatrick the whole year. I do, because I know for a fact he's not going to finish. But if I was Washington, I'm the coach. Like, I'm thinking as the coach right now, I don't care about next year because, hey, their defense is talented. Like, to me, in my opinion, I think the Washington football team have a number 1 defense in our division by a slight margin over the Eagles. So it'll be Washington football team, Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys. The Cowboys got the worst defense in the division to me. So if you got a great defense like that, we've seen the Baltimore
And I would
Ravens
think so
win the
too.
Super Bowl with a great defense, with a sorry quarterback. And what was his name? Man, back in 2004, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
Trent Dilfer.
Oh, Hasselback. Oh, wait. Was it
Trent Dilfer.
Dilfer?
Trent
Oh,
Dilfer.
Dilfer. Trent
Yeah.
Dilfer.
Yeah, Dilfer was trash, but that defense was so elite, was so
But
great.
that defense is way better than Washington. I don't even think Washington has the best defense in the league. Like our B team
No.
putting on points.
But not in the
and stuff.
league. I mean, I'm talking about in the NFC East. You know, I read. You know, I
Even
was
in our
NFC
division,
East.
I think we have a way better defense than them.
I mean,
I don't know. We're unproven to
took
say
one
that
of
at the
their
moment. We acquired some guys that you
You
could
gotta
say
look
that were
at
better,
it.
but
We
you
were
can't say
third
they're
in
the best
sacks,
right now.
and we took one of their leading sack guys is on our team now.
Yeah, but you got to think about it too. Chase Young is in his second year. That was his first year.
And he couldn't
He's only
even
going to
get as
get
many
better.
shots as Ryan playing a quarter at a time.
Like I
Exactly.
said, it's slightly. It's not saying that they're all the way better or dominant defense. I'm just saying
Chase
it's slightly
Young is
better than
going to
them.
be. I'm just going to throw this
all
out
right.
there
So
and say
hey,
Chase Young is
so
going to
let's
be
go
better than
around and see. Hey, let's go around and rank the defense from top to bottom and only in our division. All right, because I want to hear this because I know I'm not tripping.
God.
I know I'm not the only one that think that Washington, Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys. So let's go uncensored. Let's go.
No, don't start with me, man.
All
No.
right, Dick, go ahead, Dick. Go ahead, Dick.
I already agree with you. I agree with your ranking.
Okay.
That's the same way I see it.
All right, Foothills.
As
Fix
far
his
as
mic.
Just NFC East.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NFC East defense goes. Yeah, I think I have to give the edge right now. I mean, obviously, from what we saw last year, even with us getting Kerrigan, I have to give the edge to the football team because of the defensive line. But I think we're definitely a close second, and then I would put New York third because of their secondary,
All right.
and
Okay.
and then I'd put Dallas last. Yeah.
All right. And Jordy Fighter.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to agree with Foothills with Washington first, Philly second, Giants third, Dallas fourth, and
BL. Okay. All right. BL.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to also agree with Foothills. I mean, I have Washington edging it out very closely in front of
Yes.
Philly, just overall. But then it's obviously Giants third, and then Cowboys fourth. The only reason why I'm putting Washington up is mainly because of their D line, and I'm just gonna say this right now. And I think Chase Young, considering the fact that he balled out in his rookie year, considering the fact he balled out in his first year, I think he does the same thing but improves his game in his second year.
All right. Bird Gang.
You already know what I'm saying. The Eagles got
Big
way
play.
Well,
What do you
well.
feel real quick?
in Washington. Washington goes. Chase Young can go get his ass. He's not generational talent. He's a good player. Yeah, we have a bunch of good players on our line. Plus, we just got Milton Williams, another young good player on our line. So Eagles first, Washington second, Giants third, Cowgirls last.
All
Cow
right.
chickens.
Uncensored.
All right, man. I'm gonna put it this way.
Here we go. Come on now.
I agree with Bird Gang, but not because now when I say that, I don't think we're way better. But I will say this. I will take our fucking corners over Washington's corners any day. And I will take Harrod's over them any day as well. I believe having Slay and having Nelson is going to really strengthen this secondary a lot. And that's something Washington doesn't have. You can beat Washington's secondary.
Okay.
I just can't really say that ours is going to be that beatable. So I kind of have to give us the edge because our secondary is better than theirs. Yeah, they have a great offense or defensive line. I will not take that from them. But beyond that, they are weak. And that we're not so weak anymore. So I kind of have to give us an edge on that.
All right. Big play Slay. In order. The best defense in the NFC East. In order.
Yeah. If I'm just not being biased, I'm going to say 1, the Giants, 2, Washington.
What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. My bad. Excuse my mouth. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Do you get on here? Listen, I gotta ask you a question real quick. Listen, I gotta ask you a fucking question. Do you get on here to just give me fucking migraines? Is that like? Do you wake up in the morning and say, "How am I gonna shit on Uncensored's day today?"
Can I give my explanation?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hey, go ahead, Big Play Slay.
They got
Did you give them sensitive migraine, bro? You're giving him a headache.
They got a solid D line. They were top 10, top 12 last year when it comes to defensive rankings. They kept a lot of pieces and they added pieces to their secondary, and their D line has improved because they added Azeez Ojulari, who was supposed to be a first-round pick. The only reason I don't give the Eagles the number 1 spot is because I feel like this defense is so improving. It's got new pieces.
What about
as much as I love and would love to say the Eagles defense is 1, I think the Giants just have a little more experience over the Eagles when it comes to adding more pieces on the defense and keeping some of their pieces from last year who helped them be in the top 10, top 12.
All right, so who's
So
2,
you
3,
take,
and 4?
so you take Bradbury and Jackson
I wanna
over
hear who's
Slay
2,
and
3, and
I
Nelson.
want to hear what
No, I don't-
are more experienced. Their defensive line way better than Giants defensive line. Like hands down.
Yeah. But now you got me stuttering. Fuck. No, you're gonna take Bradbury and Nelson, or Bradbury and Jackson over Slay
Hey,
and
let
Nelson.
Finish.
I'm not. I'm asking a question. I deserve to get an answer. Fuck.
Uncensored. I don't think that those. I think Slay and I think Slay and
I thought the same thing.
better than
Hello, I'm
Slay
Jason
and Nelson.
Can I have a free conversation?
Oh, okay, so you think Slay and Nelson are better than their 2 corners, and our defensive line is damn sure fucking better than theirs. How are they better than us?
I'm
But
talking
see,
about Slay
okay,
and
all right.
Nelson.
See, you're not okay. This is opinion, right? So
Yeah.
let him finish. From
But it has
the
to be.
rankings,
Yeah,
and
I
then
get
we
that.
ask
But it
questions.
has
But
to
you
be
can't ask questions
knowledgeable,
while he
man.
giving his take.
Well,
You
Eagles
can't ask
Uncensored.
questions while he giving his take uncensored. Let him give his take, and then we can ask questions if we don't
Motherfucker,
agree.
this is my show.
No.
I was about
I'm
to say.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
JC,
sorry.
is this on your channel?
Skip Bayless. I'm sorry, Skip. I'm sorry, Skip. I shut my mouth, Skip.
I don't know if you could just give takes on this channel anymore, Brett, unless you're gonna get posted for it.
I love doing this, man. I do. I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, but no lie though.
Uncensored just loves making all of us go crazy at this point.
Yeah,
How the fuck am I doing it? I'm not saying the stupid shit over here. What the fuck are you talking about?
I feel like that's more of me getting those crazy takes.
Are you fucking mad right now? I have been silent for 30 fucking minutes. How is it my fucking fault? Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Big
god.
play Slay. Where's Washington
No.
defense rank? Come on, man.
I get blamed for shit I don't
It don't
do.
take all
What
day.
the
Just say
fuck?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Don't
They're-
explain why.
Yeah, Washington.
Next thing he's going to be saying is Westbrook's going to win the MVP with the Lakers. That's
No,
the next
no,
thing he's
I
gonna
don't.
say.
I don't think that. That's a little too far. Yeah, but I was gonna say Washington's defense is.
Oh, but saying the Giants is the best defense in the division is not too far. Yeah, okay.
No, it's not because their defense was top 10 or to top 12 last year,
And what?
and they added pieces. That's the only reason I say
We're
that.
number 3 in sacks.
Then if they're okay.
What's that say? The Washington football team was top 3 on sacks, top 5 on sacks last year.
We're 2.
If their defense was so good last year and Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts, then why didn't they do anything last year?
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Let me just say
That was Foothills. That was offensive.
Daniel Jones better than
Foothills.
Jalen Hurts.
Let me just say something.
Yeah,
Let me just say
I'm
something.
fucking done. I'm retiring after this stream. I'm fucking done. I'm
Hold
done.
on.
No, uncensored.
Give Big Play the floor, because you know what I'm saying. Like everybody, it's just like I said. Everyone is talking over him. Everyone is asking the question as he's trying to explain himself. And the one thing I do like about him is when he does explain himself. You know what I mean? Like he is, articulate, and he gives you what he's trying to say. Let him just rock it out, and everyone can, ask him later. Go ahead, man.
So I was gonna say Washington too, because they finished in top 10 last year. And they added pieces. William Jackson. They already have Kendall Fuller in that secondary. It may not look good on paper, but it can be better than what people expect it to be. And Kendall Fuller was he was pretty good last year, if I'm being honest. I would say 3 Philly only because they're improving. If they weren't unproven, I would put them definitely top 1.
For defense, who's not proven? Slade's proven. Fletcher's proven.
Your Bergen look mad as hell.
Derrick is proven. Fucking all these guys on defense are proven. So what part of the unproven on defense
All right.
are you saying?
Yo,
Get it.
For Dallas.
They're all proven fucking stars.
For Dallas.
Here, let me break it down
I'm
like
gonna
this. Let me
let
just break
you
it down
do
like
this for a little while, Bird Gang, because I feel like I'm the only one being the asshole. So you take the reins for a little bit, my guy. Seriously,
I'm just trying to understand Slade when he said that, because he's
The
saying
only
that
thing
they're
I'm
unproven
agreeing
on
with
defense.
Slay on in his rankings is just Dallas, bro. Like, how do you have the Giants over the Eagles on defense? Like, come on now, Giants are number 3, bro.
We'll break it
And then
down like this.
Washington
How
and
about
Philly
this?
can go either
How about
way.
this?
BLSG, you act like the
Hold on.
Giants is dog water. Like,
What?
Hold on, break it down. All right, let's just talk about the Giants defensive line compared to the Eagles defensive line. Everybody agrees we got that taken care of, right? That's all us. Are we all in agreement?
Yep.
All right,
Alright.
let's break it down. Linebackers. We're gonna have to give it up to the Giants, correct?
I don't
Yep.
know.
oh yes.
You
yeah.
can't say
They
it.
have
Come on.
Blake Martinez.
Don't
They have
let your
Martinez-
pride take it away from you. You
They have Martinez in the
got their problems. You got to get the Giants right now. Their linebacker core is a little bit better. Now we're going to talk about our
Well,
quarterbacks.
who is it other
Even
than
though our
Martinez?
cornerbacks just came
Honestly,
together,
honestly, enlighten me because I don't know.
Yeah.
Who is it other than Martinez? Because I know Martinez, but who are the other two?
And he's not that great to be.
No, I'm just talking about the linebacker core as a
That's
whole.
what. Yeah, Martinez is a linebacker. Who's the other two linebackers?
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
They have Reggie Ragland and Lorenzo Carter.
Okay.
Lorenzo.
But again, it's not about the names. Let's be honest about it. It's not about the names. It's about the production.
Okay.
So are they
Jeff
producing
Wilson,
better than our
that
linebackers?
production, yeah. Is he in production?
I would
last
say I would just say last season they produced better than our linebackers.
Yeah,
Now,
all right.
going
So,
forward-
just based on last year, yes,
If
the
we're
Giants
basing off last
linebackers
year, then
were
fine,
better
sure,
than ours.
Sure. If we're basing
Well, we
off
did.
last year,
All
okay.
right, now let's break down to the cornerbacks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's break it down. Now we're talking
Yeah,
about
but
our
yeah,
cornerbacks.
but now our cornerback situation is
moment,
different
I
because
would
we
say
have
we
Slay
have
and
the
Miller.
advantage
So is our
on the Giants.
linebacking position. So is our linebacking position. We added Eric Wilson. So I mean,
Yeah, like that.
into consideration too.
Yeah, but
So we can't base
Martinez
it off
was
last
way-
year.
but Martinez was better than Wilson last year. So that
No, he wasn't.
yes, he was. Absolutely, he was.
Was he?
Martinez
No,
was like the
Did he have more?
third
Did
best
Martinez
linebacker
have
in the
more
whole league
tackles
last
than
year.
him?
Pull up the stats, baby.
Shit, no, I'm just asking.
Give us the stats.
I didn't know Martinez had more tackles than Wilson. Did he?
Yes. Well,
He
because
did? Okay.
Wilson
Yeah,
I
started
didn't know
last
that.
game.
Wait, get on
Because-
it.
My
Hey,
bad. I
because-
didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only because Wilson did not start the whole season because Barr and Kendrick was the original starters, and then once they got hurt, Wilson came in like
Fact.
either week 3 or week
Yeah.
4. So, but if we're going off the total stats, Martinez, like overall in the whole league, is like top 3 linebacker because I think it was Smith for the Bears. And Martinez was like 2nd or 3rd in the league, like the whole league last year.
Okay, well, we know that Wilson was out for the first 4 games. Okay, I know that. So how many tackles did? Because I don't know the stats here. If you want me to give you an honest answer, I need to know facts. How many tackles did Martinez have with 16 compared to Wilson with what? 13.
Well, but I
12?
could also say that Martinez is a bona fide starter. Wilson was not a starter, so he got thrown into the fire because he wasn't able to beat out Barr and Kendrick. So you have to look at Martinez started from the jump. He was the guy that they was like, hey, we need to stop this linebacker so we could be able to run. So Wilson just came in there just playing freely. Hey, everybody's hurt. I'm just going to go out and ball my ass off. I mean, so you can't really compare if he would have played a whole full season because we could do that with Jalen Hurts. If he had played a full season, what would his stats be? So we can't.
Well, no, I'm talking production. Am I not? Is that not what we're talking about? To base this defense this year, our defense, who we have right now, compared to who they have right now, we have to base it off production. Because I can't sit here and say that Martinez only got 9 more tackles than Wilson last year. Okay, I'm just throwing it out a hypothetical. Well, him missing 4 games and only missing Martinez by 9 tackles, well, then I'm going to have to sit there and say that Wilson's the better linebacker because he almost
Martinez
caught him in 4 less games.
8 to 9 tackles a game for 16 games. So he averaged at least 140, 150 tackles.
Martinez had 25 more tackles.
25.
25?
Exactly. Wilson had 120, right? Wilson had 120.
But we also have to
Yeah,
take
but do you not see the difference here? 120 to 25 more tackles,
Yeah,
and he
151
had 4 less games. That's a huge.
Yeah.
That means something.
Tackles,
And on top of that,
like tackles for losses, and he
But also, you have to
And he
look
had
at
3
the offense.
interceptions.
yeah. So I don't see how he's that much better.
I'm just saying you got to look at it, take it back to this, and look at
was
the
on the field
outfit.
more than
You're
2.
talking,
The
Hold on,
Giants.
let Phil go.
talking about someone
Giants
who wasn't even intended to
defense was on the
start.
field
that
way
happened.
more.
So basically, it's an unproven person.
Go ahead, Phil.
The Giants defense was just on the field way more. That the Vikings offense was way better than the Giants offense last year. So ergo, that's why Martinez stacked up the tackles.
But
he was on the field. I understand that,
But the
but
thing is, I'm just saying,
consider the offense that they're working with too.
But
I
the
know, but I'm
whole
just saying the
point is,
offense
though,
was
man,
different.
out of 4, he missed 4 games, and he only missed him by 25 tackles. That's what I'm saying. It's not like he played all season. If he would have had those 4 extra games and he would have started, dude, you can't sit there and tell me that Martinez would have been the leader because maybe Wilson would have passed him in 4 games if he had those 4 extra games. That's what I'm saying. Only being down 25 tackles with 4 less games, that's pretty fucking impressive, man.
Okay, look,
more.
look, I agree with
same
y'all.
amount of tackles for loss, the same amount.
Right?
All the rest of the stuff is the same. Sacks,
But
tackles for loss, and he has more picks.
Wait,
so.
hold on, Big Play. Look, I gotta say something real quick. Okay, agree to disagree. But the other 2 linebackers compared to our defense was on the field more than probably any other damn defense. And our linebackers, it only who had 100+ tackles on our side? Singleton, right?
Yes.
Right? How many games he started?
Not a full-
I don't know. How many?
Got to start this year?
Didn't he start all of them, or at least all but 2?
He started all of the games, I think.
Yeah,
No.
he started every game.
Okay, and he still wasn't better than Martinez, and then the other linebackers. Look, overall, we could agree that we had a bad linebacker core last year. So just coming into this year, besides Wilson, Edwards got hurt. Singleton did not, he wasn't a top tier linebacker. He came up towards the tail end of the season, but I didn't even hear his name until the freaking the 49ers game. I didn't know who he was.
How many tackles? How many tackles did Singleton have? 120?
I don't know.
112?
I don't know.
Yeah, look it up real quick, because this is what I'm saying though. Singleton came from the CFL, Canadian Football League. Okay, like any of us were expecting this kid to come out and get over 100 fucking tackles. Like you want to say.
The question is, we're looking at the defense.
But
look at the difference. We're talking about Canada fucking football. Like when somebody goes to Canada football, their careers are pretty much over. Look at Johnny Manziel, for instance. This kid came out of Canada football, not expecting to be anything, and then he gets over 100 tackles. I mean, so is he not as good as Martinez? I mean that.
Uncensored. What we're trying to say here is that point. Yeah.
What? I can't hear you. What?
The next guy.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
No, I can't hear you. How many did he have?
120.
120.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to sit there and a guy that comes out of the CFL who's not expected to do anything, and he has 120 tackles. You want to sit there and say he might not be as talented as Martinez? He probably wasn't expected to do shit, but he came out and made 120 tackles. Even intercepted a pass and ran it back for a pick six. That's pretty fucking good for a dude that came out of Canada football.
But
the thing is, you got to look at it this way. We're talking about three established linebackers compared to a bunch of people who were unproven. That's all we're looking at.
Guys don't even have
I don't give a shit about the Giants. I honestly don't give a shit about the Giants. But you got to look at it about it that way too. They have 3 proven linebackers starting for us. Do we? Can we honestly say that? Yes or no?
That's tackles though. So how's that better?
I'm just asking the question.
I mean, if you're going off last year's stats, sorry, I didn't mean to go. Yeah, sorry. No, I mean, if we're going off last year's stats, my guy, then we have 2 people who have over 200 tackles. So yeah, I'd say our linebacker core is pretty proven. If we're basing it off last year.
Were starting. When I say something proven, that means these are established starters. They're not established starters.
He started last year.
Eric Wilson. You just said the only reason why Eric Wilson started is because of injury, correct?
Yeah, because
not established.
Yeah, the only reason
still started. That's the point, though. He still fucking started.
Correct, but what I'm saying is that's not what I'm saying. What I'm asking is, the Giants have 3 established starting linebackers. We do not. That's all I'm saying. You got to let the hubris go, because that's the fact of the matter. We don't have established starters.
But to your point, they're more established but less tackles. So how did that make them?
Yeah, and the only reason.
But again, that's not the question.
Yeah,
it sounds like we're getting offensive at the question. You can't get that. Again, the question is,
no.
Do they have 3 established linebackers? You know what I'm saying? Do they have a better linebacker core at the moment? Yes. It is what it is.
I think what we're arguing is what we're trying to establish as being established and being proven. Because to me, when you get over 100 tackles, you're fucking proven. Because that's not easy to do. So, I mean, in my eyes, he only did it 1 year. Yeah, only Wilson did it 1 year, and he wasn't supposed to be in. I get all that. But for not supposed to be playing, he sure as hell showed up and he showed out. So in my way of looking at it, yeah, they're kind of proven in a way, because like I said, that's hard to fucking do. And I'm not gonna discredit them for shit they did. You know, to me, you've proven enough to be traded or draft or brought into our team to be starters on this team. So they proved something.
Mm-hmm.
And
your point, yeah.
But they're still going through a position battle.
Yeah.
Everybody is. Even Johnson said that today. Even Lane Johnson's going through it, even though we know he's
not.
not.
For the other one, T.J. Edwards. That's not for Singleton or Wilson.
Yeah. Big play. What you got to say?
Better than all the linebackers together.
But everyone's competing, man. Even Johnson said it today. His job isn't given to him, even though we know it is. We know it is. But to them, they have to fucking prove it. Even he said it today. Nothing's proven, man.
And
I don't know. Someone mentioned it, but someone said Nick Sirianni talks about a lot of competition, but he sure did hand out a lot of positions.
Yeah, also, look,
I don't know if
we
anything's
we always like we need linebackers. We need linebackers. If we were so freaking established, besides Wilson, if we're so freaking the best linebacker core, why the hell would the whole freaking Philadelphia Eagle fan was like draft linebacker, draft linebacker? So you tell me just adding Wilson, the one guy we add, automatically made us one of the best linebacker core. And we always complain about how bad our linebacker core was last year. That's unrealistic to me.
In the division.
Well, yeah,
In the
but
division,
you're
maybe not in the league.
you're making an argument about something that you can also sit there and say that we were completely fucking terrible because of the scheme we ran.
Yeah.
It's not just all on these players, man. We all know this. Well, why do we sit here and act like it isn't? I mean, look, fucking JG went and he resurrected fucking Xavier Woods' career last year in Indy, whenever he was a down player the year before that. I mean, you can get production out of people, and they know how to do it. Why are we sitting here trying to fucking question this? We've seen them do it on other
think
teams.
that we are trying to make an argument why we want our guys to be better than everybody else, instead of, really sitting back and looking at, hey, who has the better linebacker just overall? Because according to your argument, we got the number one linebacker core.
I didn't say that. I did not say
in
that.
the NFC
I did
East.
not
In the
say
NFC
that.
East.
If you're a linebacker, what's your job to do? Is to tackle. So if we have
No, in the NFC East, who got the best linebacker core in the NFC East?
Can I say something?
I only was arguing about one single person, and that was the one that I told you from last year was Singleton. That was the only one that I told you that was on our team. I was arguing that he could be compared to as good as Martinez because he came from the CFL. And then Wilson, because he wasn't even supposed to start last year, and he did, and he showed up and he showed out, he should get recognition for what he did. And considering that he missed 4 games and only missed Martinez by 25 tackles, that's pretty fucking impressive. So me sitting here telling you that we have a good linebacking core, yeah, we do. We have a way better one than what we fucking did last year. And I'm looking at production and all the stats combined. Like I said, 3 interceptions for Wilson last year. That's pretty fucking good for a guy who wasn't supposed to start. 100 and whatever tackles he had. I forget now what you said, 25 or whatever. That's pretty good for a guy that wasn't supposed to start. And then Singleton, a dude that came from the CFL. None of us knew who the fuck he was. We weren't even expecting shit from this guy. And then he comes out here and gives us 120 tackles and a pick 6. Like, that's all I'm saying is, yeah, Martinez is only on the Giants because Martinez did not get paid from the fucking Packers. That's the Packers' fault for letting him walk. He shouldn't have fucking walked to begin with. The Packers were dumb for letting him go. So that was a gift from the Packers to the Giants. Okay? But I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I don't believe that our linebacking core isn't talented just because their names on the back of the jersey don't stand out or because they've only had one good year. They proved to me last year that they can tackle. They have 120 tackles within both of them. That's 240 tackles combined last year between them both. And now they're both on our team. So how am I not supposed to sit here and expect a better linebacking core?
And don't sleep on Jacoby Stevens.
All right, so
and you got Avery. We don't even know what Avery's going to do, but Avery's a better linebacker than an edge rusher.
Avery's going to make the team, though. We don't even know if Avery's going to make the team. So
no, but I'm saying, though, he's better at a linebacker position than he is at the edge, so he has a chance.
Yeah, but all right, the whole argument wasn't who do we expect in the future projecting to be better. Y'all projecting to be better and y'all trying to add numbers based on games. We could do that to every positions. But who do we expect? We never said who do we expect to be better. Who is better right now based off what we saw last year and
Based off of
proven.
production last year, the guys we just
And
named
proven,
have
though,
more
proven.
tackles.
Can I say something?
I don't know
More
how. I don't know how.
sacks. More
Hold on, I
Can
want
I
to hear
just-
Foothills. I want to hear Foothills. He doesn't talk a lot, and he has something he wants to say. Go ahead, bud.
I talk too much. Are you kidding me?
No, you don't.
I just don't understand. I understand that you got where you guys are coming from when you say, yes, Eric Wilson didn't start the whole season last year, but he balled out in the games that he played in, and I don't know how you what else he has to do to prove to be a proven linebacker.
I'm not
I-
trying to
Can
play
I say-
devil's advocate again. I don't care for the Giants, but Nnamdi Asomugha looked damn fucking good before he came to the Eagles, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
So again,
Yeah,
we don't know what
and-
we have out of Wilson. The Giants know what they have. We don't. That's all I'm saying. Again, I don't give a shit about the Giants. I'm just saying at the moment right now, of the optics of it, they look like they have a better linebacking core. We look like we have a better cornerback. We look like we have a better defensive line group. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I was trying to say, who has the better
We got-
linebacker going into this season? It's
Do we-
it's
do we,
the Giants because of the production.
It's like we got a couple. Balby, shout out to Balby. He said the Lakers equals poop emoji. That's hella funny.
Bruh. I hate that.
I think he's trying to dig at Big Play Slay.
Well,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
be completely honest with ourselves.
And he's back.
Yes, MG, talk it up, my guy.
Y'all hear me?
Welcome.
Y'all hear me?
Yes,
I
sir.
don't
Go ahead.
Let's be honest with
I don't know
ourselves
if
here.
he's there. I see a spinning wheel.
As much as we love the Eagles, our linebacking core isn't the best, and that's the position group on our team that I hate to brag about. But what I do want to say about it is, you can say that the Giants have a better one. You can say that the Giants have a more proven one. But I don't want anyone in the NFL, anyone in our fan base, anyone, whoever, to sleep on this linebacking core. And yes, did Nnamdi Asomugha look good before he came to the Eagles? Sure. But I
Are we
don't
having
know.
a moment of silence?
Nope, you can't feel bad for Nnamdi Asomugha. Kerry Washington. Don't ever feel sorry for that man.
What are you talking? No.
His
The biggest one of all is Byron Maxwell. What?
Byron
what?
Maxwell was trash.
That was the worst fucking one of all. Like that was the
No.
worst.
I'm just saying Nnamdi's still coming up because his wife is on
Keep
point.
on
That's what I'm
live,
saying. He married up.
Oh yeah. Well. See though, we didn't pay Kiko. We paid Maxwell fucking what was it, $85 fucking million, something like that.
Can you never mention that name? That is the name
And
I got. Sean Corey out there.
all he did was make the Carson
Yeah.
Wentz highlight where he rolled out.
And it brought us number
on
2 from the
sideline.
Colts.
Yeah, where
All he
Carson
did was make people feel awkward.
he made
That's
that
all
look
it was.
even better. Yeah,
There we go.
Made that even look better.
Yeah, he was a nut.
Are any of you guys worried about him, about number 2 for the Colts not getting his vac shot? You think that might affect our draft pick?
I hope not. I hope not.
Listen, they better shoot him up with whatever they need to get him started throughout the whole season, like 70%. After that, I don't give a shit what happens to him.
Yeah,
This
I
is my
don't
first round
think
draft
it'll
pick.
matter. I don't think it'll matter because the Colts either
Absolutely.
way they're gonna play him.
Did any of you hear about Jalen Rieger and Dallas Goedert both not passing different parts of their physical today?
Well, Rager has a reason to, because he hasn't been working out.
I guess Goddard turned the wrong way on his.
Yeah, he just
on
turned
his
the wrong
grill.
way.
Come on, man.
No,
I want to know what happened. Like, I want to see what actually happened.
Yeah, I think it's being blown way out of proportion.
You think
Could you imagine
Rager
that? Go.
Goddard
No,
on
not
drugs?
that way.
It's early in camp, and Rieger's
Running
dealing
by,
with
looking at Zach Ertz's hair, like, what the fuck?
No, so honestly, who do you guys feel is going to win between Sweat and Barnett?
Sweat.
Sweat.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope if it's based on pure talent and ability, then I would hope it would be Sweat. But God, I get nervous when we have a number 1 draft pick making that much money. Is Howie going to put pressure for him to be out there on the field? And I'm speaking of D Barn.
No, I
'Cause
think
that's
I never understood that logic. Just because of how much money you make in your draft position, that should make you start. I think that's just stupid. That hurts your team. It should always be the best person on the field.
I agree with you. 100%.
I mean
If you earn
Because
that spot
again, that goes to that person's
working
ego.
your ass off, you should get it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
no
only
doubt.
that's only
I don't have
making the
time
GM
with
trying to show he's
Mailata.
doing something.
that's the same thing with Mailata and Dillard. Mailata should be the starter, not Dillard.
Bro, there's no question.
Like,
No question.
just because that Barnett and Dillard are first round picks doesn't mean they can just instantly start. If Nick Sirianni is what he preaches, is competition and the best guy will be on the field, then Mailata and Sweat are the starters at left tackle and edge rusher.
And if you break it down, just look at their progression. Look at Mailata from year 1, year 2, and year 3, and look at and follow them on the same path. There's a huge difference.
Dude, the only thing you have to sell me on is that this guy has only played for 5 years. That's all you got to say. And I'm sold.
Yeah, like he was playing
That's it.
Aussie rules football before this. Like he
Yeah.
had no knowledge of the game. He just watched things on YouTube and then sat down with the wonderful Jeff Stoutland and look what you know what I'm saying, like look what he produced.
Yeah, I really think that I think Sirianni is going to lean on Stoutland a lot with his his experience in the NFL. Sirianni's no dummy. I think I've got a pretty good read on him now, and I see him leaning on Stoutland quite a bit because he wants to get that. We want to get that running game going. We want to win at the line of scrimmage, and a good way to do that is to have a really, really strong running game. Because if you're firing off the ball and you're attacking a lot of the time, then that's how you wear defenses down. Because we've seen it time and time again with Stoutland. He's able to get a lot out of these guys, but I don't know. I think do we think Stoutland may have met his match when it comes to being able to get Dillard to play any other position besides left tackle? Because I don't know if he's going to be able to do that.
If
My thing with Mailata is look at the difference between them. Mailata was willing to sit there and learn. Is Dillard also willing to learn? Because you got to think they grew up 2 separate ways. Mailata's coming to this fresh, brand new. He doesn't have that American ego. He doesn't have any of that. He doesn't have it where a coach is trying to tell him something. He thinks that he knows more than the coach. We don't know if maybe that's the problem that Dillard has. Again, look at the difference between Mailata and his growth compared to Dillard. There has to be a disconnect somewhere.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If Mailata wins this job, you have to trade Dillard.
Yes.
You cannot afford to have a first round draft pick as a backup. There's another team out there who needs a left tackle. There's plenty of people out there who need him. Let him go somewhere else and let him try and start there. We don't need that shit. We have Herbig, we have Driscoll, we got Tooth, we got Dickerson. We got so many linemen. It's not even funny. Trade this dude, get a second or third, whatever the hell he's fucking worth. Move on and just, you know what I mean?
If he sucks it, then worse, you're not even gonna get that. You might as well sell high.
Yeah, but see, I don't think he's worth a second or third.
No.
I think teams will still give you like a second for him because he is a first round pick, and he got hurt.
His age, man, his age and his first round pick. That's what will bring you a second. Because somebody out there is gonna feel they can fix him.
Yeah, I feel like he's more of like a fourth, maybe a fourth or a third, something like that.
To be completely honest, unless they offer us like a 6th or a 7th or a 5th, honestly, I'll take something from a 4th to a 1st.
Yeah.
Because if Mailata wins this job, just get Dillard out of here.
4th to 5th, yeah.
Just get Dillard out of here, bro.
He's more like a 4th.
You guys really fucking think it's fallen that far?
Listen, bro, look at this. He was a first round pick.
He's not looking good in camp so far, too.
Yeah.
He's been looking like he's in cement shoes out there. Guys are
that talk last year about broken confidence.
Uncensored. He's gonna lose his job, so his value is gonna go down. So it's gonna be like 4th or 5th It was going to be a second or third, but the value is going to go down because Mailata is going to beat him out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. His value doesn't drop that dramatically though,
Yeah, I
in my
was gonna say
opinion,
third.
because his age. Because like I said, his age,
Still
and
really
like I
young.
said, there's gonna be people out there who think they can fix him. All right, yeah, he's broken in Philly because we fucking broke him. But if you send him somewhere else with a fresh slate and a fresh new coaching staff and someone who truly believes in him, who knows what the fuck he'll do? He might end up being good. I don't fucking know. All I know is he's not good on our team, so we don't need him. But somebody else might feel that way, and somebody else might be willing to give up a second or
Especially if they
third.
got
For
really shitty left tackle.
What were you going to say, MG?
Nah, but look, what I'm saying about Dillard is the reason why his value decreases is because look at year one. Year one, first off, he didn't have a good training camp. First off, all his years in Philly, he didn't have a good training camp. Before he got injured last season, he never had great training camps. And I know it's just training camp, and you don't want to overreact to that. But if you're consistently having bad training camps and we haven't seen you on the field that much, that's disappointing. Dillard is going into year number 3. He was drafted with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Miles Sanders, and Dallas Goedert. And he was drafted as a high pick. I believe he was the higher pick out of all of them. You were the high.
I don't know though, man. I'm pretty sure last year I heard them say Dillard was having a pretty awesome offseason and training camp right there at the beginning up till he got injured. I remember hearing things say he was doing
that
good.
every year.
He did good on the left side his rookie year. Then when he went to
Uncensored.
the right, he sucked.
They uncensored. They said that with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside last year. He was trash.
I'm not willing to compare Andre Dillard to J.J. Ortega-Whiteside just yet. Sorry.
You can uncensored. You could say that about a lot of players, and they play trash in the regular season.
What?
There's a difference. There's a difference between camp and regular football, like actual football.
But you can't.
Like
you
really
can't compare Arcega-Whiteside to Dillard. I mean,
You can't compare J.J. to Dillard.
That's a bad. That's a bad comparison. But I'm just basing it off of camp and actual football, where you're gonna put the pads on and you're gonna actually go to work and play against other people. In training camp, you're gonna be assigned to do these little things to get you back into rhythm. Unlike the actual field where you're going there and playing football for 60 straight minutes and playing against other people. There's a difference in that.
The rookie Dillard played good until they moved him to the right side.
Yeah, why not? Even if a lot of beats him out, why not keep him?
No, not just that. But
why does it hurt to keep Dillard?
Because he's.
I just think you get more for him.
That's why.
Because if you keep Dillard, then what are you going to do with Mailata?
You're
going to start Mailata, and you're going to have Dillard.
Let me answer that question. Why it hurts to keep Dillard? Correct. You can keep him as a backup, but the reason why you get rid of Dillard is because his value is highest now. What are you going to do when he keeps on going off the depth chart? You're going to get absolutely nothing for him. The same reason why you ask, why are we keeping Barnett around? Because of his draft status, right? The same thing with Dillard, because of his draft status. Why are we keeping both of them around?
But it's a little different for Barnett. Barnett's not in the same situation.
There's more sparseness at the position. I got it. But at the same time, they're in the same position. They both haven't proven themselves. They both make too much money. They're both getting beat out by someone below them, a 4th rounder and a 7th rounder.
Correct.
They haven't proven anything. They're pretty much in the same position.
Exactly. And if they both lose their job this year, by the end of this football season, they both better not be on the team.
Facts.
They both.
That's why you move him now, because why he has value, why you have a team that's in training camp.
That's what I was saying.
You get him out. You get him out.
That's what I was saying.
We all should be in agreement that if Dillard loses his job and Barnett loses his job, they have to go.
Yes, absolutely.
Right there.
Absolutely.
That's not the conversation. The conversation I was trying to have was his value is going down.
Yeah.
The injuries, and he has not lived up to his pick. And yes, there might be someone who might go want to fix him, but they're not giving up a 2nd-round pick to fix him. They're giving up a 4th-round pick to try and fix him. They don't want to give up the 2nd-round pick. You know,
I don't know. We got a 2nd for Carson, and they're planning on fixing him.
Carson's different, bro. That's
Dillard
a whole
never
different
did.
situation.
Carson Wentz is a Dillard. Carson Wentz is
He's not even close to Carson, bro.
Yeah,
They need a left
Carson.
tackle. They give you a
Yeah.
second
Well-
round pick for one. Especially a guy his size, his pedigree. You
Yeah.
can get a second round pick for someone like that if you're
Dude.
a desperate team.
I'm
And
just
that has to
saying,
be,
man.
again, like I said,
He
that
was
has to
the
be
first
the-
left tackle taken in the entire draft that year, and he was taken that way for a reason.
Correct.
Now, granted, like I said, we fucking broke him. That's our fault. But that doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't feel that they can't use him. And that's why I said I don't feel like his capital will drop that much because, like I said, he's still, what is he, 24?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
you could-
23, 24. Like, dude,
But
AK,
Yeah, and all-
AK, how did we break Dillard?
by moving him to right tackle.
that
Everybody knows
I
that.
agree. We shouldn't have moved. him to the right.
He
Everyone
was still having problems at left tackle. He was still having
in all
problems at left tackle
realism,
before that.
and if you're just looking
But
at a
Not as
realism-
bad as what he was having before.
Yeah,
After, yeah, but not before.
yeah,
at
absolutely.
right tackle, this
At
man was
a-
literally getting shoved by the defensive lineman. This man was literally getting pile driven.
Yeah, but he was never supposed to be on the fucking right side. He's never played right.
I agree.
Is that a mistake by Coach Stoutland then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, 100%. But also, you have to look at it this way too. What did we? I don't know what we had at the time. He was probably just trying to go with his best options, and
Right.
because he was a first-round pick, maybe his hands were tied. Because we all know Stoutland doesn't make those fucking mistakes. He had a reason to put him there. What it was, I don't know, but it didn't work out.
Mhm.
Okay, but there was a reason he put him there, and I guarantee you, he regrets it for sure.
Howie Roseman probably had something to do with that.
Most likely the reason why he put him there, but I guarantee you, most likely the reason why he put him there because he knew he couldn't take the left tackle position, and he tried to save it by putting him to the right, trying to see if he could handle it, and he still couldn't do it. No matter where they're putting this kid, it's not working.
Yeah,
That's why I wouldn't mind
just
getting what we could get for him because he's really only shown us that he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I don't care if it is a third or a fourth. We'll get what we get, you know. But I just feel like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, just
He's
in a
just
realistic,
fucking young, man. He's just young.
in a realistic
He's young,
perspective,
but you
I
have
think
to
a fourth.
understand.
I think a fourth would make sense for Andre Dillard right now. A fourth, maybe.
And I'd be fine with that.
Listen,
Whatever.
I'm fine with the extra fourth. I honestly, like I said, bro, I think we all should agree. If he loses his job, he got to go. That's the bottom line here.
Yeah. No, that's a total agreement.
Seattle, I think Seattle makes a lot of sense for him because they need a left tackle and they're trying to win now. But I feel like if they're trying to rebuild, at a certain point, that Dillard's your left tackle of the future. But he's also going to help you win now if you can help him and get him better and develop him. And I think Dillard can
Well,
make sense.
I gotta ask, Jordy. Did I hear you say I'm not?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that must have been an echo then. Go
I'm
ahead,
not.
Slay. My bad.
No, you're good. I basically said what I had to say, but I was gonna say I feel like
That was
the
a quick
the
feedback.
Seahawks would make sense for him because they need a left tackle, and Dillard he fits that mold of a left tackle, and the Seahawks can develop him, but he can also be there for a pretty long time because he's a young player, and I think Dillard would make sense for Seattle if I'm just being honest, and he could get a lot for him too, fourth maybe or third.
I'm still hearing an echo. Does anyone else hear that?
Holy shit.
What the hell? Are you
Yeah,
in a
God right
kingdom?
now.
Are you in a kingdom, bro? Bro.
The nest out west. Welcome to the kingdom. Now starting, Michael Jordan.
Where do you get this?
Get ready and be like, and here is the monsters.
Dude, where do you get these things from, Foothills? Because, like, the what thing, I don't know where you got that from.
Is that a soundboard? Is that what you have?
Yeah, it's just a little sound. One of those little sound cards. The V8.
One of my friends used that. Somebody that I know uses that.
You can use that in Discord. I think you can do
Yeah,
that. You could use that through a lot of places on the internet.
But What do y'all think about Steven Nelson getting burnt by Smith in practice?
Don't take it out of context, bro. It's
Everybody's going to be getting burnt by Smith.
Devontae
Yeah,
Smith,
dude, no.
MG,
He
Devontae
beat
Smith's
that
gonna be
bracket
burnt.
coverage like a
He's gonna
G.
burn every single receiver he faces,
look,
corner he faces.
So I was in another Discord server today, and I was the same way as y'all. Like, Devontae Smith's gonna be burning number 1 corners every Sunday. So let's get that straight. But someone said that Steven Nelson, like someone was just trashing Steven Nelson. I'm like, we're not about to overreact to 2 days of training camp, my dude. We can't
Exactly.
So
No.
This was the 3rd week, maybe I can understand, but it's still Devontae Smith.
There is one tiny thing that I need to overreact on a little bit, and I want to get your guys' take on it. And I know it was day 1, and it is what it is. Take it for what it is, being day 1. But why in the hell was Devontae Smith back there fielding punts on special teams?
Oh, cause Devontae Smith in college, on film, the Eagles were talking about what was it, Andy, the Andy guy, who went in our front office. Andy, I don't know.
I
It's
can't
Andy.
pronounce his last
Yeah,
name.
it's
but I know
Andy.
what you're talking about.
They were talking about what they saw on film in him in college, and they saw him returning punts and kicks, and they said, "What if we got creative with our thinking and then used him as like a kick returner or a punt returner in games?" So I think that's where it comes from, like a Swiss Army knife type of guy.
Now,
bro, I don't want my 10th overall pick back there getting kicking punt.
Because
you better put Boston Scott back there.
You better put Adrian Killins back there, put Chris Watkins back there, put Jalen Rieger back there.
Adrian Killins needs to be back there. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So we can't put Rager back there.
Killins needs to be back there.
Rager returned a punt. He took it to the house last year.
He's a
I know,
slot,
but
bro.
we can't put Rager back there right now. He's hurt.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Smith isn't like a Deshaun kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't want to put under my starting wide receiver.
Smith is not someone who you're going to expect to toast somebody a couple times a year for a touchdown. He's not that kind of player.
Yeah, I think we should just keep Smith at receiver. Don't put him at punt return. I swear to God, if week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons, if we get the ball first and I see Devontae Smith returning that kick, I'm literally going to punch the
Bro, he is going to feast against Atlanta, bro. He's going to destroy their secondary.
Listen, and I want to clarify on that.
Special teams.
I want to clarify on that question you asked, about Slay and Nelson, or Smith and Nelson. That sounds like Smith and Weston. That's pretty sweet. Smith and Nelson. It's like a new gun.
Smith and
Get ready, it's about to go off.
Yeah, Smith and Weston, Smith and Nelson, Smith and Uncensored.
Nelson.
That kind
That's
of
pretty
rhymes.
sweet.
Yeah, Smith is against Uncensored. He destroys Uncensored.
So, I loved it a little bit because everybody was like, "Oh my God, Steven Nelson, what the fuck? We're paying him that money to get burnt." And it's like,
no, wait, hold on.
But is it? What is it?
It was like, oh my God, we paid Steven Nelson for what? What a steal! Oh my God!
Right? But it's like, is that not why we drafted this kid to do that? So why are we really having a fit? Because that's what we want him to do. And if he's doing it against someone who's been playing for 7 years, why the fuck are you bitching? That's a good thing.
Also,
if he's willing to do it against him, he can do it against anyone. So I have no issue with it.
Didn't the same thing happen last year?
It's the same thing like last year when they had Slay
Yeah,
getting burned.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
when Deshaun Jackson burnt
That's the same thing as last year with Slay getting burned.
Yeah,
I think they even had one with James Ball burning him.
We should have been more mad about Deshaun Jackson burning Darius Slay than Steven Nelson getting burnt by Devontae Smith, because Smith's younger, not to mention he was a 10th overall pick, and he won the Heisman last year. Deshaun was very injury prone last year. Like, we got to take that into perspective. And
if Michael Gallup can burn Steven Nelson, then Devontae Smith better be able to too.
That's facts.
Hell yeah!
Michael
100%.
Gallup beat Jalen Ramsey on one play. We gotta think about that.
Michael
Gallup's underrated.
Gallup's
But that's the
underrated.
thing.
Yo, no one talks about
There's
Gallup.
no cornerback in the league that's locking it down in practice. Every cornerback is going to get burned in practice. That's what you have for. That's what practice is for.
saying.
I mean, like no one's going to come out and looking spectacular.
Facts.
Like let's be real. Cooper Kupp probably burning Jalen Ramsey right now in practice, and we ain't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah,
Maybe.
Jalen's not letting that happen. Jalen's not letting that happen.
If Jalen Ramsey watching
He'll
this,
trip him up.
Yeah, a better analogy, MG. What's it called?
Jair or like
Yeah, Jair is
Jair-
getting burnt by Amari Rodgers or something like that right now.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna
Man.
get up out of here. I've been on a lot today. I live streaming earlier with Pablo Gary, so I'm gonna get off for the night. But it's been
I
it's been
appreciate you,
fun
man.
with y'all, and you guys be good. Take care. Be safe.
Hey,
Yeah.
go Birds.
Foothills is out. Stay mean, stay
Yeah.
green.
Yeah, man, have a good one.
What?
Thank you, my guy.
What? I'm just playing.
No, and you know what? We got 8 people in here. I appreciate everyone who is in here. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you know when I go live or drop content. And yeah, I got the Eagles blanket out tonight, and I showed it. You know,
Wait, what? I didn't see it. I didn't get to see it. Can I see
all
it?
right, I'll show it again. And you know, by the time we get to when we get to 200 subs, that's whenever I'll do the drawing for it. So yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, but MG, can I say something?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Imagine not having Russell Westbrook on your team, bro.
That's cool. Imagine not having the best center in the NBA on your team.
Imagine not having the best player in the NBA on your team.
Imagine. I mean, I don't want Lil Mickey on my team.
Imagine not having the best power forward, and I mean second best power forward now.
I mean, that is fire, bro. That blanket is fire.
MG, I overmatch you at every single position other than shooting guard and probably center. In the depth position.
I love that blanket, man. That's a good blanket.
Yeah, it's
fire.
vintage. It's from 1994, so it's like old school.
I bet you I win something this time. I hope I do.
Yeah, no, you should.
I
Maybe.
don't ever win anything, bro. Let's be honest.
No, I
don't
know,
ever win.
man. I was mind blown whenever I won that thing from Bird Gang. I was like, I never win anything. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Bro, I deserve that Dallas Goddard card so much, bro. I love that card, bro. I really love Dallas Goddard, and that card looked amazing.
I'll take a picture of it for you and send it to you.
When Bird Gang first showed me on one of his live streams, bro, I really wanted that card, bro.
No, it's a nice card, man.
Yeah, it's fire.
Let me ask
Hey, oh, go ahead, bud.
how much y'all think we gonna see Devontae Smith in preseason? We got 3 games.
Probably once, maybe.
Once, okay.
Or I just don't see it happening because
I'm
he's
gonna
going to
say
be the
probably
wide
maybe
receiver
in the
one at
first
the
and
beginning of the
second,
season. So I don't know how much they're going to use him in the preseason.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I just see him do a
Yeah,
couple
they're going to
series
give him a
in the
major
first and maybe
assignment
one in
already,
the
so
second.
I don't see it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. We might use them a little bit, man, because if you think about it, it's first year. They're still trying to get them to, you know, have chemistry and stuff. And what better way to do it than out on the football field, you know? So you might see them run, you know, 1 or 2 possessions, you know, at the beginning of the game, each game, you know, just to get them out there, get them involved, and just play a little bit, but not too much, you know, just a little.
Yep.
Couple
Hail Mary, yeah. Jalen to Devontae. Not Aaron. Jalen to Devontae. Jalen.
Hopefully, we're not in a position where we have to catch Hail Marys. Hopefully, we're beating every game, so you know we can either got the team that's locking up those.
Yeah, the Chiefs game is the only game I'm just worried about. It's the only game I'm worried about because, like, the Chiefs. Remember the Browns game before Mahomes got injured? Like, the Browns defense is so good, and the Chiefs defense feasted on them when Mahomes was healthy for most of that game until he got injured.
You want to know how to beat the Chiefs, man? Go back and watch the Raiders game.
You gotta beat them in the trenches, man. You gotta be physical with them. You gotta run it up their throat, and your defensive line has to now. And when you sack Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah.
I don't like dirty football. But you gotta be physical, man.
Yeah.
I want physical football, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta beat them in the trenches. They're weak.
Yeah.
the trenches. Their front seven on defense, they're vulnerable. Their offensive line, their offensive line, especially last year, was old and very vulnerable.
Yeah, zone coverage. You just can't. Zone coverage is how you beat them. You have to stay back there and hope what's called one of their receivers doesn't get open, because like you can pressure them one side. Mahomes will force something because he has speed threats. Like Mecole Hardman and Tyreek Hill. But half the time it's gonna go to Mecole Hardman, and you saw a lot of drops last year in the Super Bowl. So that's one way you could beat them too.
Not only that, too, but we have the front four on our defensive line to get pressure to the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Fletcher Cox is the second best defensive tackle in the NFL behind Aaron Donald. We have Brandon Graham, who just came off a career season. We got Josh Sweat, who's improving every season. We have the defensive line to do it. Not to add, but we added Ryan Kerrigan, who's a savvy vet who can still pressure the quarterback. And then we drafted some guys in Millen Williams who can also develop into a good pass rusher. We have the front seven, especially as far as sending pressure, to pressure any offensive line in the NFL. So I'm really high on this. If we are going to beat the Chiefs, it's going to be because of our defensive line and our offensive line just winning in the trenches.
Well, and I mean, the other thing you have to take account too, man, is this year we're going to be playing with free roaming safeties, which means these guys don't have an area. They literally react, on what they see. So that gives me a little bit of hope too, because if they see Tyreek Hill streaking, that all they got to do is drop back. They don't have anyone to answer to. They don't have to tell anybody. They just kind of do what they do. So having free roaming safeties, I believe, is truly going to help us in the deep ball game. I mean, what do you think, Vic?
Also, getting physical with those receivers will help out, because that's a lot what the Raiders did. They got very physical with those receivers and messed up that timing, because especially with that line that they had last year, the Chiefs couldn't hold up, and surprisingly, the Raiders got to Mahomes, so that caused a lot of problems. So our cornerbacks are going to have to get real physical with those receivers.
Yeah, I really think Bill Belichick kind of showed the blueprint on how to stop their offense when he played them the first game against them this year. He did a lot of zone coverage in that game against the Chiefs. And one thing I saw is that he stopped Mahomes a lot in the first half until the second half. The Chiefs caught on to what the Patriots were doing, and they didn't have an answer for them. But the Patriots really showed the blueprint to beating the Chiefs and how to match them and how to stop their offense. And then that's how offenses and defenses started catching on.
Also, too, the literally last game that we all seen at the last football season, the Super Bowl, that's literally how you stop the Chiefs. I mean, they literally played it perfectly in Tampa Bay. What they have now, obviously, they do have quick linebackers, so that does benefit them. But even still, man, now the Chiefs are an amazing team. I don't want to get that wrong, but there's a blueprint to beat every team. No one's unbeatable unless you go 16-0. You're not unbeatable, or 17-0. You're not unbeatable. So obviously,
I mean, you do have to take into account though that two of their right side linemen were out for the Super Bowl, which is a shitty time to get injured. So that was a lot to do with the collapse of that offense during the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what, if the Chiefs' offense was 100%, I don't know if we'd be talking the same way.
But they improved, bro. They really improved. They added Orlando Brown. They added Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. They added those guys, and they had 1 week to prepare for the fucking Super Bowl. You know how hard that is?
Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, there's other games where they've been healthy and still their offensive line didn't hold up.
Well, not only that, you got to take into
account.
account.
Offensive line against that linebacking core went into that game with a disadvantage.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jordy.
Well, not only that, in that Super Bowl game, you have to take into account that Mahomes had that turf toe, which later he had surgery on and was in a boot for. Not necessarily sure if that's what you get for a normal turf toe. Pretty sure it's not, though. And not only that, his tendencies were off. You could tell because he was a lot more cautious. He hesitated a little bit more. He stayed a little bit more in the pocket, which really helped with that 3-4 Tampa defense. And not only that, his usual tendency is to run, get past the line of scrimmage, and then kind of angle towards the sideline. In that Super Bowl, you kind of saw him move more out before he would cross the line, and then be kind of along the sideline instead of going towards it after he passes.
Yeah. You know, just a little off topic here, but you know, a Super Bowl that I wish we could happened, and I hope it happens. Do I think it'll happen? No. But the Cardinals versus Browns in a Super Bowl, that would be amazing.
Why not the Eagles? Come on, dude.
No. Do you want to see one even better than that?
What's that?
I've been waiting my whole life to see it, and I pray to God it fucking happens. I want a Pittsburgh-Philly Super Bowl. That's what I want. I want the Steelers, Eagles in a Super Bowl, and let's do it. A Pennsylvania fucking Super Bowl, bro. Let's fucking go. I want to see it in my lifetime. No lie. I want to see it so bad.
It almost happened in 2017.
I know we did, right? I was like, dude, is this really gonna fucking happen? And then they blew it, and I'm like, of course you did.
I can overmatch that. Yeah, I can overmatch that. What about a Cardinals Bills Super Bowl?
No,
that would be better.
No,
that would be better.
I have no clue to the Cardinals. Those guys are the two most boring teams ever.
Dude, there's nothing more iconic than the fucking Eagles Steelers. There's no.
Cardinals Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
You know what's funny about that?
No.
If that happens, you know how they had the set stadiums for the Super Bowl?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
If the Eagles and Steelers play the Super Bowl, it either has to happen at the University of Penn State. It has to happen at
No. Oh, well, yeah. I could go with that.
Vikings, Titans would be good only because of the running backs.
Bro, I'm talking about legacy though. Like I'm talking when I mean all-time Super Bowl, dude. The Steagles, man. Like that you gotta sit here. Like no lie, bro. That Super Bowl, if we would meet, that would be like who dominates Pennsylvania.
Raiders.
Like, no lie, that's what that is about.
Yep.
Raiders Niners will be a great Super Bowl. Right, the Raiders Niners. That's never happened.
I'm sorry, man.
This dude Big Play Slay over here talking about Niners and Cardinals, and this dude Big Play talking about Bills and
Raiders Rams, War of the Cities who betrayed their old cities.
Yeah.
Eagles versus Raiders. We need to get that Super Bowl back.
Yeah, we gotta get that one back.
That would be a good one.
We got the Patriots one back. Let's get the Raiders one back.
But I'm sorry, man. Like it's been too fucking long, though. It's been too long. Like it should have been. There should have been a game already. Pittsburgh versus Eagles in the Super Bowl. It should have happened. I don't know why it hasn't. It's fucking a phenomenon that I want to see happen, and I hope it does. I don't give a shit if I'm 90 years old in a fucking wheelchair and I got to hold my eyelids open. I will watch that game.
I like what Jock Talk said in the chat. Eagles Colts in the Super Bowl. That would be good. Carson versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Bro, I would hate to be Carson in that game. I promise you that.
I guarantee you the Colts would be in the Super Bowl, but Carson would make you probably get hurt before then.
It's tough. It's tough.
We'd injure him 12 plays in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I did go old school, you know, and I'm not even playing. Like, that is what that game means, dude. Like, if two Pennsylvania teams meet, Pittsburgh and Eagles, that is who owns Pennsylvania. That is what that means, you know, because it's never happened before. So if we ultimately beat the Steelers, then we own fucking Pennsylvania. There's no question about it. But if they beat us, then they do. But that's why I want to see it. Dude, the shit talking that would start, like they'd be like, oh yeah, but we have 6. And it's like, yeah, we have 2, but we still fucking beat you. You know, like it would start a rift, and I would love to see it happen. It would be so cool.
Yeah, that would split Pennsylvania.
Good?
It really would.
Yeah, uncensored. You know what would have been a good Eagles Steelers Super Bowl? You know, remember when the Steelers had a good defense in like the 2000s and the Eagles had a good defense in the 2000s? What if we had the Eagles defense versus Steelers defense in the Super Bowl in the 2000s? That would have been a good Super Bowl.
No, you know what? If we could have met in 04, that would have been awesome.
That would have been
They had a
amazing.
really good defense in 04. They had Hines Ward. They had who was the other one that they had?
Randall L.
Randall
Yeah,
L.
Randall L.
And didn't they have
Jerome Bettis on the offense.
yeah, they had, I was thinking was Santana.
Alan Bannock as the guard. They still had.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and not just that, but their defense, man. What's his name? The guy that went to the Patriots, Harrison. Dude, he was in his prime then. Like that was prime Harrison. Yeah, dude. No, that would have been.
When was James Harrison drafted? When was he drafted? Like 2000.
What was it?
I just said before time. He's old as shit.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
know when he was drafted, bro. I never.
I'd look it up, but I'm on my phone, man. But no, I just know he's been there a long time.
92.
What?
I think he's early 90s. Like maybe I want to say maybe 92.
Yeah, he was.
Something like that.
He was drafted 2002 by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who, James Harrison?
2002, yeah, James Harrison.
Damn, I thought he was in there for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it feels like he's been there forever, right?
Right? I
Like-
thought he was on that team for wow, I didn't think he was in it for like for years.
Dude, uncensored.
Well, what? When he went to the Patriots, wasn't he like 38 years old already?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
You know what was even
That's what I'm
funnier?
saying. He was an older guy.
What was even funnier to see is that the way he walked off, he was very mad when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. It was like he was so mad. Like he never has a good smile on his face, and that made him even more mad when we won the Super Bowl.
you know, I actually like that one right there. You know, if that could happen, that'd be pretty sweet because you know what? They both share the same stadium. I would love to see that shit happen.
And the thing is, I think that the two quarterbacks are pretty similar with Stafford and Herbert.
Right? Dude, oh my God. Whoever would win that, they'd never live it down. That'd be terrible.
Ravens, off topic, Ravens and Steelers games they're really good. Like those are blood games right there. Like if you just watch like Steelers Ravens games in like 2014 when Big Ben was there, Le'Veon, those were bloody games. Like they went at war together when they played each other.
Yeah, but you're not even before that though. It was way worse, especially when you had like he just said here, Troy Polamalu. When you had Harrison at a young age, when you know back in 02, man. Oh my God, like that Steelers defense was disgusting.
Yeah.
And the Ravens, you know, with Ray Lewis and all them guys, like dude, they went out to kill each other every weekend. It wasn't they literally. I believe the goal during a Steelers Ravens game is how many bodies can we leave lying on the turf? Like
it's messed up.
Yeah, no, they really go at it. You know, but hey, that's kind of like how we did with the Washington football team back in the day. How many times have we lit up them and they lit up us?
A lot.
Well, you got to think about it too. You got the Packers and the Bears. Those were good games.
Ooh,
You got
no, the Packers
Minnesota
Bears.
and
The
Detroit.
Packers Bears is the biggest rivalry
Packers Bears
ever.
are pretty good.
Ever. It's the biggest rivalry.
Like those NFC North games, pretty good games.
Yeah, Packers Bears is the biggest rivalry in professional NFL history. Like that rivalry will exist for a long time. It's the longest rivalry ever.
Hey, Philly Dallas, when both teams are good, that's a bloodbath in and of itself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God, dude, I
Niners-
don't even know. I don't even know what a good Dallas team looks like anymore.
Yeah, dude. Remember
It's been that fucking long, man.
Niners Dallas in the 90s when Jerry Rice and Jerry Rice and Joe Montana Jerry Rice and Steve Young kept losing to the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game, and then they got prime time, and then they won a couple of Super Bowls, and then the Dallas Niners rivalry really picked up from there because they were always mad at each other.
Now, you want to know a great matchup back in the mid to late 90s? It was always
I know
San
that.
Francisco and Green
Josh.
Bay. San Francisco, Green Bay. Those were always great games.
You know, I actually have heard that there is some Green Bay fans out there that actually consider San Francisco more of a rival than the Bears.
Yeah, they had some hard
That's on it.
Because last year, Uncensored, people forget that other than last year, the Niners kept beating the Packers, and that was the only team that kept beating the Packers in the last 2 to 3 years when they matched up. They kept beating them, they kept matching them, and the Packers started to really get frustrated because they didn't know how to beat them until the Niners got injured. We were looking at that game to be a good game last year, going into the season, until the Niners started getting all those injuries, and then, the Packers destroyed them because of the injuries.
Yeah, no, I was getting to that. Yeah, no, Jock, I remember that Cardinals were in the NFC East at one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's crazy to even think about. That's a long time ago.
That was so crazy, too, because they were the only real team from out west.
Dude, and in all honesty, man, I brought this point up like last week or something. I would love to see the divisions get scrambled up again. Like, for instance, you have the Jets, you got the Giants, New England, and the Bills as your NFC North, and then you have the Steelers, you have the Eagles, Baltimore,
New York team,
and Baltimore and Washington will be your NFC East.
Yeah.
And then your NFC South will be your Panthers, your Jags, your Bucks, and
Colts.
who am I missing?
Yeah.
Who?
Don't you got every New York team in the AFC?
Well, yeah, because they're in the North, are they not? They're the North.
Yeah. Uncensored.
They're in the North on the map.
You want, like,
they're in the
rivalry.
North.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, like, you want rivalry. So, like, if you want, like, a rivalry state, I would say you pick, like, the New York team, an Ohio team, maybe stick with someone below, like, in Virginia. That would be a good NFC.
Yeah, but then what's the point in naming them the NFC North? Because if you're not in the North and you play in the North, there's no point in calling it the North.
But we're in the East.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well. Like, for instance, it's called the NFC East, but yet we have Dallas in it. Why is Steelers not in the NFC East and Dallas where they're supposed to be? They're not in the East, therefore, why are they fucking in the NFC East? That's what I'm saying. You need to scramble it up a little bit and put people in their natural fucking position where they're supposed to be.
Uncensored, a team that I want in the NFC East so bad, so we can replace them with Washington, bro. I really want Seattle in our division because I cannot stand that team. Like, they beat us every single year. They keep beating us. I want one win against them, against Seattle, and just
I want to play the Steelers twice a year. I want the fucking Steelers twice a year. I love those games. That's what I'm saying. If we could redo our divisions and put them in proper positions, you actually play some pretty respectable teams in our division.
Yeah.
You will have the Steelers in there. You'll have the Ravens in there. And then you'll have the Washington football team, But you'll have the Steelers and Ravens. That's... Huh?
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one that do the opposite. I'm trying to go by the Patriots model. I'm trying to get the weakest teams in my division so that way I'm constantly going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd rather earn my shit, man. I'd rather earn... See that Tom had it easy, man, and that's why I never truly respected Tom, because he literally went to a great fucking team with a great head coach with 3 shitty fucking teams and had it handed to. All that motherfucker had to do was win 8 games. That's all he had to do, and he wins that division.
Bro,
you see when he went to Tampa, he showed that he could do it.
Please.
No, I don't doubt. I've never doubted Tom Brady's talent and what he can do.
Championships.
But I'm just saying, though, you can't sit there and tell me, though, that he didn't go to the easiest fucking division his whole career.
Oh,
like he had it laid out for him. It was a fucking silver platter.
Him and
you know what I mean?
About a hack and he kept it going.
Yeah, just please put.
Listen,
please
those two together were like playing Mortal Kombat.
I just
that's all they were doing.
can't
Road trip.
Yeah, Seattle just pisses me off. I just hate their organization and fans, bro. They always talk that smack, bro. Like every game when we face them, they always beat us, and I hate that. I just want one win over them.
Let them enjoy it, man. They've had their time being shitty. They'll go back to being shitty again.
Please, bro. I want one win on them. Just what one win on us. Like,
Listen, man, I lived in Alaska, like I said, for 10 years, and a lot of people in Alaska are Seahawk fans because that is the closest NFL team to Alaska. Dude, when they won that fucking Super Bowl, that's all I heard for a whole fucking year. Trust me, it sucks. They are truly... I don't want to say they're... You know what I mean. I don't have to say it. They're very cocky. They're very fucking cocky. We'll just put it
They
that
got
way.
that Boston energy.
my
Oh,
God.
hell yeah. They
Yeah.
truly do.
Seattle
so
pisses me off as a
so when
friend.
they lost, man, the next year when they didn't go and they lost, I was like, hey, I'm just happy for that because I ain't got to hear that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Seattle just pisses me off. Like that's the one team I want one win on, and we've never done that in the last 10 years. Like the last time we beat them was like 2005 or something like that, when we had a McNabb, maybe I think, or we started someone else in that game.
Well, if it wasn't for Javon Curse with that dirty play, we would have won another game against them.
Yeah.
dude, you know the one. All right, listen, I'll give you one thing about Seattle here, Slay. You want to know the one thing that bugs me all about Seattle?
Yeah.
How long does Pete Carroll's gum fucking last? Holy shit, my God. All that dude does is fucking chew gum. Like, it never runs out. Like, it is like the infinity gum. Like, and not the fact that he even hides it. He chews like a fucking cow. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. That's what annoys me about Seattle, because every time they're on Pete Carroll, all you see is like.
And how did we lose to that team is what I was wondering. Like the one year we're good, when we play Seattle, we lose to them, and they outmatch us.
Russell's good, man. Russell's good. He's good.
That's the one quarterback that's
and they got somebody we should have had.
Yeah.
And then they also got someone that should be on our team.
Was that really Andy's draft that year though? That year that we missed out on Russell, was that really Andy's draft, or was that a Howie draft?
Howie.
So then that's a Howie issue then, right?
Yeah,
we missed out on that third round pick, and we ended up getting Nick Foles. So did it work out?
Mm-hmm, yeah, and I can't.
The same draft.
This was a year ago. This is what I would be saying.
It worked out the second time, my guy, not the first time.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson said, Howie Roseman said that we're not going to make that same mistake we did. We didn't draft Russell Wilson. He could have been on our team. He didn't do it the second time by getting Jalen Hurts. We still don't know what he has, but hopefully he's in the next.
I know exactly what that motherfucker meant when he said it. We all know what he meant when he said it. Like, there's no question. Like,
bro,
no.
Did you watch that Jalen Hurts
interview? Right.
Dude, this team could have been a gauntlet team, but Howie Roseman didn't want to make it a gauntlet team.
Dude, I've already said it over and over again, and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Clark. We fail every single quarterback that we draft. We do. Okay? We failed McNabb. We failed Cunningham.
Wentz.
We failed Foles. We failed Vic. We failed Wentz. Huh?
Vic, we didn't draft.
No, I know we didn't draft Vic, but he was our starter for 4 years. I mean, you can still build around someone you didn't draft. And in the end, it's fucking Michael Vick. I mean, if you can't win with Michael Vick, damn.
Chip Kelly kind of
Michael Vick.
Yeah, Chip Kelly kind of screwed him up right there.
I was saying Atlanta, they win with Michael Vick, and they were at the NFC East Championship. Who they get beat by?
Yeah, but that's my point, though. What was Vic playing with in Atlanta? He didn't. He made
He
those
had a-
guys who
he
they
had a
were.
good squad.
Honestly,
Brian
That Atlanta
Burnett,
team was good because you got work done. You had Algie Crumpler. Come on, man. You can't hate on that Atlantic team. Plus, that the
Brian
defense was decent at the time.
yeah,
Dante Hall at his best. That's peak Dante Hall.
Brian Bernigan. I think
That team was sick. Finnegan, Brian Finnegan.
Finnegan. Yeah, thank you. I don't
yeah,
know
but
how
he
to
made them way better than what they were, though. You have to admit that. Vic took them to a whole nother level.
Yeah, that was Rolf Vic. He had a sick squad.
Yeah,
But you gotta think
but
about
what I'm
season.
saying though, but my whole point is though how we failed him is, dude, you can't sit there and tell me though with the time we had with Vic, if we would have got him a couple wide receiver weapons that we might not have won. I mean, that's what I mean by
But I
failing
think
him.
the intention.
If he's going to be your starter, then
I
build
think
around him,
the intention of
whether or
getting
not we
Chip
got him at
Kelly
an old age or not.
Uncensored. This is how our team will be looking right now if we did everything correct. We would have Russell Wilson at the quarterback position, Devontae Adams at wide receiver 1, DK at 2, well, Justin Jefferson 3. We would have had Zach Ertz on this team, and we would have had Shady in the backfield mixed in with Miles Sanders as RB2. We would have kept the defense. We would have had Tre'Davious White as a corner. We would have had Marshawn Lattimore. Well, not Lattimore. We could have had any of those guys. Lattimore we could have had. We could have had Tre'Davious White, Marlon Humphrey. We could have had so many players, but who did it? Howie did not do that.
You know you're only making the case for Howie's job way worse.
Yeah, because you actually gotta account because some of that was Chip's years.
Oh, Chip's
especially
years.
with LaShawn.
But
Yeah.
Jeremy
If Chip
Chin,
said
Jeremy
that,
Chin,
no matter who would have been on the team, Chip would have got rid of him.
yeah. Jeremy Chin could have been an Eagle too.
Listen, all I know, man, is that for whatever it's worth, Howie didn't do that bad of a job this year. I mean, I guess we can all agree on that. That pains me to say it, even though I said it. You know, but all in all, he didn't do a bad job. But it's like I always say, I don't know if what he did this year is enough to even sit here and make me say I'm comfortable with even giving him more time, you know? But he did do, you know, a good job. So, you know, what do we take from this? You know, what I don't want to believe in Howie Roseman. I really don't. Because you know what, I get it. He's good with money. He's good with doing certain things. Well, there's other people out there that can do that too, and can still find talent and draft talent way better than he is. So, I mean, what are we truly holding on to here? Just please enlighten me.
Yeah, I think Howie in the offseason did some decent signings with Steven Nelson. It became very good signings. But I'm not going to give, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, I'm not giving Howie any credit for this draft class because we have yet to see what they can do yet. Devontae Smith is a great player. We hope he can get out there and play. But again, at the end of the day, like Mike says, we haven't seen anything yet. We haven't seen after week 1. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm not giving Howie that credit yet. So for me, he still has to prove that he deserves to stay here, I should say.
How about you, Jordan?
Yeah, I like this draft class, and I didn't like this draft class. There's still spots we could have hit on that we didn't. And picks we made that I feel like there were better guys on the board, especially in the second round. But I give Howie some credit for this draft class, but not nearly full. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to give Howie full credit for anything because he's got his own way of messing things up. And not only that, Howie plus job security doesn't look like a great thing. Howie without job security, while he's a little more cautious and thinks a little bit more about his moves.
Yeah. Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Slay. Because, you know something, man? This might bring you back into the stream, honestly. I was not actually that upset about the Jalen Hurts pick. I kind of fell out of love with Wentz prior to last year. Before this previous year started. I mean, so the end of 2019. But yeah, I mean, I knew who Jalen Hurts was. I knew what he was. Yeah, I did believe that we could have chose a different player because of need. You know, obviously, I'm not dumb at that point. We could have definitely used a better person than Jalen Hurts. You know, at the time. But I kind of felt it coming. I mean, if I'm a little wrong here, Vic, please, you know, or Jordy, correct me. But I kind of just felt it coming. You know, with all the injuries that occurred over the years, with the thing with Nick, you know, and how he came in and won the Super Bowl, and you know, then his back, and then the concussion, like to a point you could kind of see it. I didn't know they'd go that early with it. You know, honestly, I'll be honest. But I kind of felt they were going to address it eventually. The pick surprised me, but I wasn't mad about it. I actually liked it a little bit. I won't lie. But yeah, I kind of fell out of love with Vic after, or Wentz. Wow, I'm still on Vic. After Wentz is 2019 season. How about you guys?
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, at the time, it was a little too early. We knew what Jalen Hurts was at the time. We knew him as a kid from Alabama who lost his spot in the biggest game of, you know, at the time his career, and you know went on to prove himself at another school. Then when coming over, it was logical. You know, we did need a backup. There was a void when Nick Foles wasn't on the team because we needed a quality backup. You know, we had Carson Wentz, and our intent was to have him be our future. But also, we did need someone to back him up because the year before he was injured.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, picking Jalen Hurts, I wasn't mad at it at all. It was a good pickup. A little too early, but it was still a good pickup because we did need a backup quarterback. And seeing a kid like him could have been a project that maybe one day we could have flipped and traded off. That was the initial thought. And then the rest we seen used as gadget plays, and it became of we need Jalen Hurts now. Now he is our starter out of need, but now it's just can he prove himself?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, even Jock, yeah, Jock. No, I'm not lying. I was completely shocked with it too. I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, yeah, it was like something kind of a light switch went off in my head as soon as it happened. I was like, "What?" You know, because I was stunned for a minute, and then after I was sitting there, I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" You know, like I even said it out loud. I was like, "What? Well, why?" And I even laughed about it a little. And then after about maybe 20, 30 minutes of thinking about it and pondering, I was like, all right, I get why you did it, but could have been a little too early. You know, exactly what Vic said. Like, I understand it from a team point of view and how you guys are looking at this and losing Nick and not fully trusting everything in Nate Sudfeld, and you know Jalen does give you a better option at backup, but damn, second round, really? You know?
Yeah, that's the issue. When the team picks a quarterback in the second round, that sends a message to any starter. There's a possible you need to get your shit together. And I think that's what Carson knew what it was. That was his whole issue after, he got traded. He said there was conversation saying, he didn't like the fact that Hurts was drafted. And he said it. He was a little taken aback at the fact that they would draft quarterback so high. And that's just translation, meaning there was someone behind me that could have taken my job and I didn't feel comfortable. And that was, that could have been the Eagles' mistake. But at the end of the day, it's our benefit because now we do have a quarterback that we can possibly go into the future with. You know what I mean? So, like, whatever mistakes Howie made, even like when you look at Brandon Graham, we had Earl Thomas on the board, and everyone was so shocked that we took Brandon Graham. But look at how it ended up. The guy ended up getting us a strip sack that won us our Super Bowl. Even though it isn't what we
Yeah.
wanted at the time, it ended up working out in the long run. So I think that's going to end up being the same thing with Jalen Hurts. The second round, it was wild. I think that was what the shock was. It was just so, and again, what message it sends when you pick someone in the second round. Now, because of that, now we may have a quarterback of the future. So it works out in the long run.
You know, and I agree with that. Everything you say, I agree, and that's kind of where I lost my respect, you know, in the QB sense for Wentz, because you know, and I'm not trying to talk about him. I'm just telling you my honest opinion, and it has to do with Hurts. That's why we're talking about it. You know, I think we can all say for the most part, definitely arm wise, Wentz has Hurts. Correct? I would say that arm wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's frozen, I guess. Oh, there you go. Okay,
Yeah.
so
The one thing I
yeah,
like about Wentz is the delivery. That's it.
yeah. So I will not flaw that at all. You know, Wentz has him there, but I don't know when it comes to scrambling, when it comes to, you know, his escaping and just his all around intelligence. If Wentz does have him beat there, because you know, I at one time thought Wentz was a natural freak athlete. You know, especially during 2017, like he fucking made my jaw drop. I know he made a lot of y'all's drop. I know, like he did mine, and you know, when you sit there and you see that and you know that's what he's capable of doing, and then he comes out last year and he acts the way he does, in my eyes, I was like, bro, there's no doubt there that you should even be questioning this. Like, talent wise, you're more talented than Jalen Hurts. You know, I was saying that at one time. I was like, so when you sit here and you throw a hissy fit and you whine like my 4-year-old daughter because you're just having a hard time that they drafted a quarterback in the second round, even though we just paid you $130 million, you know, which should prove to you right there you're the franchise. You know, when you have that issue, it's like maybe you aren't as good as Jalen Hurts. You know, because to me, if he was as good, he would have stayed here and proven it, wouldn't he have not? I mean, there should have been no question asked whatsoever, because in my eyes, a healthy, full 100% focused Carson Wentz is better than Jalen Hurts. In physical attributes, his height, everything, he's got it all. You know, we all know that. But I think Hurts has him beat mentally. He's mentally tough. He's ready for this shit. He was built for this shit. You know, Wentz was not. And that's why he failed, and that's why Hurts will succeed.
And not only that, I think, yes, Hurts was probably a big reason for Wentz's downfall, but I don't think it's the only one. There's definitely something going on with Doug Peterson. And I remember when this pick was made, me and a couple buddies jumped in the Discord call, and we got our frustrations out over it. And then the next day we came in and kind of looked at it logically. And I remember thinking, well, could this mean something in the future for Wentz? And I didn't really think about it. It's one of those things where it pops in your head. You don't really think about it seriously. And then 2019 happened, and I said, what are you seeing, Howie, that we're not? What is the bigger picture? And this is what it ended up being.
You there? Jordy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. I heard this is what it ended up being, and then it stopped.
Yeah, it dropped off.
All right. But it ended up being just a mess. Stories coming out left and right. Rumors coming out left and right. And it was a mess. I think it was a well-needed change of scenery with Wentz gone, Peterson gone, new coach, new fresh start. And honestly, I think in the moment it wasn't a great pick, but now it worked out for Howie with the pick, and it worked out for Hurts.
That's a valid point, Jock. That didn't help matters much either.
You can't. I'm sorry. You can't get.
Yeah,
This is
I
the one
know.
thing I like. This is the one thing that I
I know
like.
where
how
you're
you
going with
compare-
this already.
Yeah, because how you compare, you're like, yeah, Carson Wentz might be, have a better talented arm or physically gifted than Jalen Hurts. My thing is the one thing that Jalen can beat out Carson any day of the week is Jalen's more mentally tough, as Julie said. Because last season, when the picks were coming, Carson wasn't even acknowledging the fact that there was an issue.
Yeah.
Now, yesterday, when Jalen Hurts was asked about a certain quarterback, he confronted that reporter. He said, no, let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation. Tell me who it is you're talking about. The truth. But at the end of the day, I'm above it all. He addressed it right then and there, squashed it. That's something that Carson could have done. And there's another difference that I think between Carson and Jalen is their determination. Yeah, Carson might want to play good and look good, but Jalen is determined to get this team, not just himself, to get this team in a position to be seen as a winner. To get his team in a position to be in the playoffs, to get his team in a position to win a Super Bowl. He isn't thinking about himself. He's thinking about everyone as a whole, as a team. And that's what I like about Jalen Hurts. And that's something Carson Wentz will never be able to do. Because at the end of the day, he's always thinking about what everyone's looking at him as. Again, if you feel that you're an NFL quarterback, you shouldn't care who's behind you because, again, at the end of the day, you should be in front of them. You should be outperforming them. You should be the first one into practice. You should be the last one out. You should be the guy that's doing team meetings after practice. But again, that wasn't done. Yeah, we got some meetings where we went over to North Dakota. We had some practice sessions, but that was pretty much it. That seemed like it was just for the look. Just say you did something. But again, this is a man who wants everyone after the team to discuss what's going on. What did you see on the field? What did you think about practice? That's a leader. That's something Carson hasn't been, has never been, and never will be.
Yeah, no, you fit it right on the head, and that's what I said. And the reports finally came out like last month or 2 months ago, where they were sitting there talking about how through the year last year during practices throughout the week, everybody could actually notice that Jalen was actually playing better than Wentz. But everyone kind of kept it under wraps. They didn't say nothing. And then, whenever everything gets settled, then they say that. And it's like, yeah, because mentally he can handle it, and it's like you said, it's all a mental thing. Being a quarterback, dude, you have to be able to push the bullshit aside. You have to be able to focus, and that's something Hurts can do. And that's something I want to talk about to a Colts fan with, another collaborator out there who does Colt content, because I want to ask him, what happens when say Wentz comes out his first game here this year and he just fucking tanks. I mean, he has a horrible fucking game. And who do they play? The Titans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not going to be an easy game right off the bat, right? What if he comes out here and he fucking tanks? And Monday morning, the fucking newspapers say, hey, did Indy just get the straps of the Eagles, or a headline like that where they're putting him down? He sees that shit, and then the next game he comes out. Dude, it's all mental, like you said. What if that tumble starts right away? What if he starts hot and he goes 4 or 5 games and then he has one really terrible fucking game and he falls off and then they question him then? If you're not mentally smart and he lets these people get in there, dude, they will shred him down like we shredded him. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you sit there and tell me that shit's not going to happen there?
Oh, and the crazy thing is, this is Indianapolis. This is where they had Phillip Rivers come in, and they had high expectations, and he did deliver off the bat. And you seen that the way their media handled it was perfectly. They were never really questioning him. They weren't really going at him. They was asking what they thought of the game, and Rivers gave his honest opinion. I don't think if Wentz has a horrible first 3 or have a couple of trouble coming out of the box, I don't think their media or their people down there would attack him as we do, because Philadelphia, let's be honest, the media is savage. They're coming off, they're making up stories every day. Hell, there's someone right now writing a story that's made up. That's a different animal. And I think that's only going to help Carson because it would help his confidence out because no one's going to be going after him. But if Carson is to have that game, every dog has his day and his is going to come up. They're going to ask him those hard-hitting questions. And that's the time where we're going to see old Carson come back and have that confidence shaking. They're going to probably have to look to, I think it's Jake Eason to start.
No, Joey. Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming in, dude, and representing. No lie. And no, don't be afraid to say it. I want. Listen, even though I hate the guy, I still respect him as a person. Like his food truck thing he did for Philly, I thought that was the coolest shit I've ever seen. That was a really cool thing. His AO1 Foundation, I love that. Like in the end, he is a great human being. And I have nothing but respect for him. I do. And I hope he does go and he is successful in Indy. He has the pieces to be successful. He has all the talent in the world. Like, I'm just salty about how it all ended here, I guess. It's a love-hate relationship between me and him, and I'm sure it's that way between all of us. I don't want him to get injured. I don't want him to be trash. I want nothing but the moon for the guy. But in the end, though, man, it's like I had all the belief in the world, and then gut punch. So there's still a little salt in the wound yet, But, no, I agree with Joey, though, man. I do want him to do well. He is set up to do well in Indy, so hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I can't be that upset with Carson because the only thing it is just what could have been. That's the only thing that gets me. What could have been if he was a little bit more mentally tough, if he would have listened more, because that was a big issue too. Carson really didn't like listening to people and giving him his critiques. So if Carson was more of an open-minded player, was more mentally tough, then we could have still, he could have still been here. But that's the only thing to be upset about. But what if? Now, going forward, all I care about Carson Wentz right now is that he gets us that first-round pick. After that, in all honesty, I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Just give me that first-round pick. That's all I care. Just give me that first-round pick. After that, go fuck yourself.
Well, see, and that's why I guess it's so hard for me to let it go too, because when I sit back and I truly think about it, and I just use my brain and take all bias out of it, in the end, whenever everyone sits there and says we tried to build around this kid, I call complete fucking bullshit. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is an unbiased Eagles opinion. This is just me as a fucking person looking at a player and looking at a team at this point. Okay? When you sit there and you say you try to build around somebody, you don't use what the Eagles did to build around Carson Wentz. I'm going to tell you that right now. Go do the complete opposite of what we fucking did. If you were truly going to build around this kid and you meant it when you said it, DK should have been on this team and Justin Jefferson should have been on this team, not fucking JJ and not Reagor. I think we can all agree to that, right? If you were being honest and serious about building around this kid, you would have got him weapons, which would have been DK and Jefferson. So whenever people say that sometimes he doesn't have a reason to be upset, well, he kind of fucking does. That's where I'm splitting toward that love-hate relationship. Because I understand where he comes from. I understand it's like, dude, you gave me JJ instead of DK. You gave me fucking Reagor instead of Jefferson. As a player, I understand it. As a person trying to succeed in a very hard business already, the NFL is not an easy fucking career. So when you make those picks and you make his job harder, I get where his frustration came from. I get it because it's staring you right in the face. But from an Eagle fan perspective, you should, because you were the second overall pick and because you are an elite talent, you should have been able to play with what you have to a point and definitely be better than what you were. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that love-hate is.
Great players rise to the occasion.
Huh?
I said great players rise to the occasion. And if he couldn't, then he's not that.
Very well said, Joey. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying, man. His mental side, I did not totally agree with at all, man. And I even made the statement. I even made the statement like 4 or 5 weeks ago. Remember whenever he was on McAfee's show when he first got traded to the Colts, and he had that thing with him. Dude, I was hoping to God he spilled the beans on there. I really was. I was hoping he said exactly why everything went down because, it's to the point now where it's been so dysfunctional in our locker room that it's like, dude, I want somebody to blame. I wish he would have spilled it because then I could actually sit there and actually point at somebody and say, you're the reason why. But because everyone was so quiet about it, now we're just like, well, we can assume it's Howie. But is that really it? Is it Jeffrey? Is it Howie? Is it this? Is it that? Like, no, give me just one person to point at, And it's probably not. It's probably a whole collective of things, We all know that. But that's what I'm saying, though. When you sit here and you talk about this, we all heard that Jalen Hurts is going to be the starter this year, and that came from Jeffrey Lurie, and it damn near looks like that's what's going to happen, right? Well, that's kind of my whole point with the wide receiver draft thing is when Jeffrey would have went or when Howie would have went to go and draft JJ, he should have stepped in and been like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're going to go with DK. And he'd be like, no, I like JJ. He'd be like, we're not doing that. You're going with fucking DK. Where was he on that time? So that's why I say it's a collective thing. Because he could have stopped Howie. He should have stopped Howie. I would have stopped Howie. You would have stopped him. Anybody would have. It was the most logical pick to do, but instead they went complete opposite. So I blame Jeffrey just as much as I blame Howie.
Yeah, he's too much of a laid-back coach. Has to be laid-back owner. That's his main issue. His team is more of a business than an actual team. Even though that we hate Jerry Jones, but we honestly wish that our owner was a little bit more like him and show more effort like him. Not make the same bad decisions, but put more effort in the team. Check a coach here and there. Put people accountable. That's what we want out of our owner. And he doesn't do that.
Ooh, I didn't catch the end of that. Fuck, Joey. Man, I hope you're still here, bro. Man, you would.
But if you think about it, 2017, Howie did make an attempt. He got a running back. He got a cornerback. He built that team to Super Bowl. His intent was to sign everyone so that way they can be here going forward and build around Carson. So in a way, I can't say that he didn't try. It was just his attempt didn't work out.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Joey, if you're still here, man, what would it take Hurts to do to make you pull the trigger on Watson? See, man, this is why I want to collab with you. I have so many questions to ask you.
You'd have to have a whole year.
Like, you said it's Hurts season. If not in 20,
no one's even understanding is you still got to worry about these 22 cases. That's not going away anytime soon. Until that's taken care of, you can't look at Watson as a viable option.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean, as far as that though goes, there's been no criminal charges put on him yet. So I mean, it's not like you're innocent and proven guilt until proven guilty. So I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. But no criminal charges have been put on him yet, so he's okay for right now.
You got to think about how long is that going to last now.
Oh yeah, I don't
know. They're basically dragging their feet. Yeah, on that end, on that end, they're dragging their feet on that. They're making it take forever. So that's probably why the Texans are like, all right, let's get him out of here now before it gets even worse. So we have a window. We have an opportunity to get rid of him. We're trying to do what we can. There's no suitors at the moment. No one's going out their way to get Deshaun Watson.
Well, I mean, I guess there was from what I heard a couple of days ago, I guess a few more have surfaced up here recently too. Like there's been like two or three more women that have come forward in the last week or something.
Oh, you meant women come forward. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like teams trying
to. So I mean, there's even more now.
There was 24 possible.
Yeah, I don't
See,
know.
that's what I mean.
God damn,
this
man.
hasn't
Like,
ended.
no lie. How many fucking massage people do you need? You're one guy.
Ask Robert Kraft.
I listen, man. No lie. If I was an athlete, bro, I would have one, and they would travel with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's the thing too. So talk about Deshaun Watson as a great quarterback for the team. We're talking about a person who would make a decision like that to put himself in a position to be sued by 24, however many women. That's what you want on your team right now. Great talent, but talent can only take you so far.
are you talking in Watson?
Yeah, Watson. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want a quarterback that's gonna be dumb enough to put himself in a position to get himself in legal troubles like this.
I don't know, man. In speaking in that reference, then maybe the Eagles put a stipulation on that during the trade. Like, maybe, I don't fucking know. I don't even know if you can do that. I don't know. Like, can you put a stipulation on someone like you have to use our massage people and not an outside? I don't know. Can you do that? Like, I don't fucking know.
That would be crazy. But on the NFLPA already have their code of conduct. So whatever it is, it has to abide by what the code of conduct is.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, but see, that's something too that bothers me. It's like, do we really have to tell somebody what he can and can't do to stay out of trouble?
Like Pac-Man Jones, the Cowboys literally had a security detail with him day and night. Like they told him that you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, or stay back, or they'd have to report to the team. I think if you have a player that needs that much attention, they don't need to be on your team, no matter how talented they are.
Okay, yeah, no, Joey, I appreciate you clearing that up, man, because, like, yeah, if there's a clause, I didn't know, though, if that's a clause you could put in. That's a silly clause. I mean, it really is. You shouldn't have to have that in your contract, but, I mean, I guess if you can put that in there, but
how does that make Watson look?
I know, right?
It's like, hey, Curve, you only get like a certain amount. We're only gonna give you the males, no female. It has to be everyone that's run by the team. We're gonna need authorization first. We're gonna need cameras there. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like some like sumo looking wrestler guy, like big ass hands, get in real deep,
Get that good
Well, hey, man, that's awesome. Hey, listen, we all saw like Brett Favre. He had a hard time when he first started with his drinking and stuff. They sent his ass to a place that literally is in BFE, and he ends up being one of the greatest. Sometimes people need change of scenery. Maybe Houston's too much for Deshaun. I don't know. I do know I've lived in Texas. I do know there's a lot of attractive women in Texas, but I mean, bro, do you really need 25 masseuses and stuff? Really?
Dude, I thought you were gonna bring up the fact that Brett Favre cheated with his personal booster, like a personal trainer or something like that.
Wait, he did that?
Yeah, when he was in New York, he messed with some chick. She was like a Maxim model or something like that, but she worked for the team. Yeah.
Okay.
That was why he was in New York. Yeah.
No.
Everybody gets it in apparently. You just don't know about it. Yeah. Twitter wasn't popping back then. Hey, they got Michael Vick. He was a convict, let's be honest.
Yo, that so reminds me of shit, the one I'm tired now. The one with Adam Sandler.
Oh, you talking about the Water Boy? Or you talking about the
No, the one in prison.
The Longest Yard?
Yes. Yeah. Hamburger Eddie. Fucking put him next to Flex, man. I just got burgers. Oh man, no. What was that? What was the other guy's name? The one that abducted your toy.
Joey Diaz?
Huh?
Joey Diaz, the fat dude?
No. The one in the movie. The one, Bear, I think, was that his name? The one that he always picked up
Oh, the
caregiver and
big
gave him
dude.
a hug?
Yeah, the big dude that was soft as hell.
Yo! That dude is huge.
Yeah, that's too much of a man. That's too much.
Sorry, I have no idea how we got off on movies here. Yeah, thank you, Jock. Appreciate you, my guy. No, hey, but how about expectations on Kayvon here? You guys go ahead and take this away. I got to step away for a second.
I'll let you.
But Kayvon Wallace.
Go ahead, Fly. Is he there?
Jordy, you there, bud?
Yeah, laid out for a sec.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of depends on when McLeod comes back. If he does get a start, then I expect a little bit more from him. If he doesn't, oh well. He is going into one of his first couple of years again. And we haven't seen much from him. So I'm not expecting big things, but when you draw comparisons and praise from guys like B-Doc, you got to do something. So I expect to see something, but not very much, just based on he hasn't really done that much or been on the field very much in the time he's actually been in the NFL.
Yeah, I expect big things out of Kayvon. He's looked at to take over for Ronnie McLeod while he's out. You see him on Twitter. He got that talk. He has a lot of confidence, and he's going to have to, show up on the field. If you're going to talk that talk, you have to walk it right now. But I think he has what it takes to make that walk. I mean, I really don't think that he's going to give that position up. I think when Ronnie McLeod comes back, it might be given to him because of his position. But yeah, Kayvon's going to play hard. He's going to get out there and he's going to keep that position. So I expect a lot out of Kayvon Wallace this year. I expect a decent jump from year one to year two. Because like I said, last year he was put in a lot of bad positions, but he also put himself in those positions. So I expect a lot of him out this year.
Yeah, no, man, I'm with you on that. I think highly of this kid. I know he talked a lot last year. And that might have got him in a little trouble and maybe made people not think that much of him this year. But you know what? He was a rookie. He learned. I think he's going to come out and do pretty decent this year. Rodney McLeod, I don't know if he's going to be ready week one. If he is, awesome. If not, I wouldn't rush him back too early. We got some safeties, and I believe Kayvon can handle it for a game or two until he's ready. How do you guys feel of how do you guys feel of Nick Mullins beating out Joe Flacco? You think it's going to happen?
Definitely. Nick Mullins got what it takes. I was saying on Foothill Show the other day, that man's might be a third stringer, but he's going to prepare every day of every week as if he's a starter. He's going to give you your all. When you see him on the field today, he's throwing some darts. Now, Flacco, we all know that the deal he got was basically a farewell tour deal. I mean, he's past his prime. Physically doesn't have it there. We've seen him when he was with the Jets. There's nothing to look forward to in Flacco. He's our our Josh McCown. He can be at home. He can sit on Sundays, collect his money. If need be, we'll give him a call. He can come through the Military Complex. But yeah, this is Nick's position to take. Joe Flacco, like I said, it was just a gimme deal for the last year of his career.
Do you even think Flacco makes the team?
I don't think he should. Again, what is he going to contribute? How can he contribute? He's not going to be that. He's not going to be that veteran role model. He doesn't do that. That's not his thing. He's not going to produce on the field. If you need him in an emergency, is he really the guy you want on the field? Nick Mullins isn't any better, but I'm more comfortable with Mullins.
So before you go, Jordy, I'm gonna ask this real quick. So would you cut Flacco and bring in another third option? If Mullins beats him out, that is. Okay.
I would. Yeah.
Go ahead, Jory.
I definitely think he can beat him out. This is a team that under Sirianni is going to be set up for competition. No job will be safe. And like we've been saying, he's going to play Flacco's going to play a Josh McCown role. He's only going to be here that if need be can do what Chad Henne did last year, which is just game manage if need be, if it's in a game that they don't need anything special.
Okay.
Mullins brings a mindset, and with what he's done so far in camp, a style that, well, he's gonna push. He's going to compete, and I think that's really going to work well under Sirianni.
Yeah, no, I actually really like the Mullins signing. You know, I didn't see that one coming. I didn't expect it. But I like it. You know, he could have went to other places and, you know, done good. But I'm glad he's here. You know, he definitely he definitely didn't come in to sit behind Joe Flacco, I don't believe. You know, he knows he can beat Joe. I even believe Joe knows he can beat him. But, you know, it does all depend on Howie, though, because, I mean, if he ends up wanting Joe on this team, Joe's probably going to be on this team. But I'm with you guys. I don't think for 1 minute that we need him. You know, I would have preferred to bring in somebody other than him. You know, but that's my opinion.
With Tyrod Taylor.
Right? No, dude, honestly, I wanted Fitzy.
He would have been a perfect backup for Jalen.
Yeah, I wanted Fitz for
That's
Jalen.
another good one.
But listen,
Yeah.
that's why Fitz went to Washington, because Fitz wants to start. And that's why I also say Heineke isn't starting in Washington, because Fitz wouldn't have went there if he wasn't going to start. I almost guarantee that.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is our Steve DeBerg. He is the new Steve DeBerg. Is he not?
Right. Yeah.
On every team, starting on Steve DeBerg or Steve Bowman. Either one you pick.
Dude, isn't
Journeyman
this like the
quarterback,
18th team?
Every team. Yeah, I record of starting the most for NFL teams, I think. That's why I compared him to Berg. I think the Berg had the record.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, isn't this like Fitz's 18th team though?
I don't know if it's the 18th team, but damn, I didn't think it would be that high.
Maybe it's 10. Maybe I am a little high. Maybe it's his 10th one. I know it's like 9 or 10. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And he's produced. I mean, he's had some lows, but his highs are pretty good. Like you were saying before,
dude,
he's the guy that gets you through to a certain amount of games. That's all.
Yeah. Well, and what I love about it too is he's what is it, 42, almost 43.
I didn't even know.
Or
that.
he is 43, one of it. But he's old. Okay, dude, he was out here last year laying his shoulder into people. Like, that's the mentality I wanted behind Hurts the whole time, you know, like just that dog mentality. Anything to just, you know, help the kid fight, help him, you know, not that he needs it, but, you know, just fits his mentality altogether. I felt would have been really good for Jalen to help him grow, you know.
Yeah, he was the smartest quarterback taking the Wonderlic. That's a Harvard graduate. He's extremely smart. You know, I mean, he's good at helping out the young guys. It's just that Fitzmagic gets something in him where he's just like, yeah, I can take that job for him.
Yeah, no, I honestly think he's actually going to work out for Washington, to be honest.
like I said,
I don't think they made a
I
bad
think
move.
their
Right?
plan is to start on the whole. If it works out, it does. Yeah, and if it doesn't, you have a decent first round pick. You can get your quarterback in the future. I mean, they're in a win-win.
What's going on, Hunter? Appreciate you stopping in, my guy. Appreciate you so much. And Jock, yeah, no, Mullins is better than Daniel Jones. Well, that discussion, I've already tried to pulverize that one many of times. You know, like.
Well, the thing is, we're at a point now where we don't even need a discussion. We just got to sit back and watch because it's a disaster is about to happen.
For who? The Giants?
For the Giants.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, no. I mean, I gotta say this, dude. Our third string quarterback has better stats than your starter. I don't have much faith in that. I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen ever. Like, think about it. That never fucking happens. But it did now. It did now.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It really is. But, you know, hey, listen, man, we have been streaming now for 3 hours and 30 minutes. You know, that's insane. I hope to God when I do my 6-hour stream, I can make it through for 6 hours. You know, even after 3 hours, you start running out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
At this point, man, I'm almost going to have to start talking about other teams if we keep this going.
Nah, I actually got to head out. It's getting late. It's about to be 1 o'clock in the a.m. Hey,
Yep,
man,
me too, man. Same here.
everyone on the chat right now, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, hit the share. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't, it ain't nothing but to hit a like.
Yes, for sure. You know, this was a 200 stream. I'm trying to get as close to God, sorry. I'm trying to get as close to 200 as I can. So, you know, now I'm doing this blanket raffle. Showed it twice tonight. If you haven't seen it, just go back and just find it real quick and look at it. You know, so as soon as I get to 200 subs, I will get that blanket out to one lucky winner, whoever wins it. But like I said, it's a vintage 1994 Eagles blanket. It's really cool, and it keeps you warm. It's really heavy. So, yeah, definitely please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, turn it on, so whenever I drop content, you know when it happens. I appreciate everyone for coming in tonight. Jock Talk, Bleed Green, Hunter, thank you, man, even though you just got here. Big Play Slay, Philly Foothills, Bird Gang, oh my gosh, Joey Shakes, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you coming in. That means a lot. Miss Bird Gang, appreciate you as well. You coming in, showing your love and support as always. Philly Girl, Jesus, there's so many, man. William, appreciate you, my guy, for coming in. Everyone, man. Richie MC, all you guys, appreciate it. You know. But yeah, this was awesome. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Give your guys final thoughts here, and we'll end it up.
I just want to say real quick, let's talk about this Eagles community right quick. Look at how we are, man. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We got true ones out here still. You know what I mean? This is what you gotta love about it. No other NFL team has a community like we do. I mean, it's something to be proud of. You know who I am, Big Three. You check me out on Twitter. You see me around here in the chats. You see me on it once in a while. Everyone have a good night, man. Fly Eagles fly.
I appreciate you, man, for coming in. It's always fun talking sports with you, dude.
Hey, man, appreciate you having me on. It's always fun talking to you, man.
No doubt. Jordy?
I really got nothing else to say. It's been a long stream. Thanks for having me on. And here's to more live streams like this.
Yeah, man. No, I have plans. You know, I thought of one during Sub Monday, or actually no. You know, I actually thought of it right after Nightings. Thing collab I did with him. You know, I want to actually start doing collabs with my fans. You know, as in, say you guys want to come on and express yourselves or just give your thoughts about the team. You know, whether it's Jock Talk, whether it's Bleed Green or Philly Girl or any of them, anyone out there, because we usually do collabs with other content creators and stuff. We do the live call-ins, but the live call-ins only last like 5 minutes, and then we kick you off and send you on your way and shit, and you don't really get to actually like interact and communicate and just get real opinions, So I think I might actually start doing collabs with fans and trying to get the fan perspective of the team, people who don't do their own channels, because those people have things to say. And yeah, you know what? Sometimes they might be outlandish. Who gives a fuck? That's how I learn, But it's been a blessing, It's like Vic said. This community is far none the best one I've ever been a part of, man. Like, my life has changed dramatically in the 2 months that I've done this. I've met a lot of great people. I've made a lot of great friends, and it's nothing but love. And we probably have the biggest community of content creators on YouTube in the NFL. I mean, there's at least 20 of us that I know of. There's probably some out there I don't know of, but it's truly amazing because it's just one big family, man, and it's nothing like it. You can hate us all you want, but I wouldn't want it any other way. And I don't know about y'all.
Perfectly said.
So I appreciate everyone for coming in tonight. I really do. And let's get to 200 subs as fast as we can here so I can get this blanket out. I appreciate everyone for coming in. This has been another great stream for the Eagles Uncensored podcast. And until next time, let's make YouTube go green. Everyone, have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.